Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ship with Fox Sports Radio. Darren Smith, along with my co-host, brother Jordan Tucker. We are live from Kansas City, site of the 2023 NFL Draft. This is our NFL Draft Show. We'll be joined by guests throughout the evening. Jordan, you are live from Radio Row. I'll be with you
Mhm.
over the weekend. And currently, I am broadcasting live from the American Jazz Museum and the Negro League Museum here on the historic 18th and Vine. And then, of course, I'll travel over two Arrowhead facilities for the Chiefs and a little bit later on this evening. But first of all, man, we finally made it.
Finally.
The countdown is here. We're about 5 minutes away from the first, from the official opening of the NFL draft. So, give me your thoughts. The draft is here in Kansas City. Give me your thoughts right now.
Yeah, Darren, I'm excited, man, because I was outside at the NFL draft experience, and you and me we were last year in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Kansas City outdid Vegas, man. I'm just going to be flat out. Kansas City outdid Vegas.
Oh,
The experience is much better. It's a lot more open for fans, and the stage just looks beautiful, man. So there's a lot of NFL fans here ready to see who is going to be the next player in the future of the NFL team. So I'm excited about it. We've done a lot of conversations, a lot of shows. We are finally here. Like I said the other day, it was pencils down, man, but we got a good opportunity yesterday to interview some of those prospects at the charity event. So to get up and close and personal, a lot of great kids, a lot of great talent. And I'm excited to get things started here in about 4 to 5 minutes.
man, look, there's so many question marks. And look, before we get started, obviously the biggest news of the day took place before the draft, and that is, of
Mhm,
course, the contract extension of one Ravens quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Now, we'll
mhm,
talk about throughout the evening, and of course, that is big time. I think it's 5 years, $260 million. I think
mhm,
185 million fully, guaranteed. So we'll
mhm.
talk about that. Of course, there's a lot of talk about where wide receiver from the Arizona Cardinals, DeAndre Hopkins, will he be traded tonight?
Right.
There seems to be some rumblings going on right now about that. Who is Kansas City going to pick? This is the first time a Super Bowl champion has hosted the NFL
Mhm.
draft. It may not be the last, depending on how many times they decide to come back to Kansas City. But man, I've got to tell you, this is going to be big. We got over 300,000 people over at Union Station where the draft is taking place,
Uh-huh.
and so this is just big time, man. Kansas City is on the map. It is no longer flyover country. And look, there's
Mhm.
going to be a lot of questions that get answered. Will Bryce Young, which I think we all believe he's going to be the first round,
Mhm.
first overall pick. But who goes next? Will it be C.J.
Right.
Stroud? Will the Texans go defense? Will it be Will Levis? I mean, there's so many questions that are going to be answered. And look, your Dallas Cowboys. Who do they
Right.
take? Will Bijan Robinson fall all the way down to where the Cowboys are at, or will they go
Mhm.
with the tight end if he's not available? So many questions, Jordan. I just don't know. I don't even know where to begin.
And that's what makes it exciting, to be honest with you, because I was talking to a guy from the Houston Texans radio earlier today, and he was like, "Man, I just don't see it happen." So a lot of us had kind of thought that C.J. Stroud, quote unquote, was going to be the number two pick. It's going to go Bryce
Yeah.
Young or C.J. Stroud, or there was also earlier conversations where C.J. Stroud could have been the number one pick to the Panthers, but it sounds like they are considering maybe going to Will Anderson or Will Levis, like you said, either Wills. And so once that happens, Darren, it can definitely change the draft board for teams like Kansas City and also for the Cowboys sitting at the end of the draft. There might be a bunch of riches kind of sitting there falling in our lap. So that's what makes it exciting for Cowboys fans and Chiefs fans alike.
But look, and the beauty of it is that look, if they decide to go in that direction, and look, Houston, they have two picks, I think, in the top nine spots. So
Mhm.
you could essentially get your defensive superstar and Will Anderson, and perhaps get you a quarterback as well. With your second pick that you got. So
Mhm.
I don't really foresee that being too much of an issue for the Houston Texans if that's the direction that they decide to go.
Yeah, but that's a gamble also because I know you could probably say, okay, let's go get Anthony Richardson and let's circle back around and maybe, or sorry, go get Will Anderson and circle back around and get Anthony Richardson. But there could be a possibility that a team takes him and snipes him before you get that opportunity. So it all comes down. We all play fantasy football, Darren. We all know that it's a gamble when you're trying to draft players. You don't know what's going on inside these other war rooms. But like I said, it's going to make it fun. It's going to make it fun because I hate, when drafts are very cut and dry. And even last year, like the first 5 to 6 picks were kind of cut and dry, and
Yeah.
then things kind of just opened up. So, like I said, for teams that sit in the back of the first round, it's going to be a lot of opportunity to kind of get you a position that you can find value, especially with this year's class, because this class is deep, Darren. This class
And
is super
and
deep at a lot of positions.
and literally depending on how the second pick goes, really, I think that's where the chaos is literally going to begin. who goes second,
Right.
overall after Bryce Young. Because if it's not C.J. Stroud, then
Hmm.
all bets are off. Now, I think the other maybe consensus of this is Will Levis. Thank you. That Will Levis just might just to be Giants coach. I think that's kind of where I think everybody talks about the style and what the Colts are normally used to. Saying that
Hmm.
6'4", 6'5", strong arm quarterback. There's a certain hue that they like as well up there in Indianapolis at quarterback. So you just never know. What they said. And look, I got to give a shout out to my guy Dave Jordan. Dropped some of this pure drip cold, and it's cold too. So I'm definitely gonna drink some of this tonight because we're gonna be on the air for a minute. So
Yeah, we got
um,
time.
I, Hey, I got to ask you because I do see the people back there behind you that I recognize. What is the atmosphere like in the because you are in the radio row room
Hmm.
versus the media workroom? So what's the atmosphere like back where you're at to give our audience a chance to kind of bring them behind the scenes on what's going on?
Oh, yeah, well, earlier when I set up, it was just me in here. Me and one other guy is actually here from Chicago doing the radio. So we're kind of,
I
a
remember that.
two-man team in here. But then now we're starting to fill up. And then, sitting at the same table across from you guys can't see them. But, a lot of Cowboys fans are familiar with the ticket. And these guys are right here. So getting a lot of Cowboys coverage. So it's like kind of like a little Cowboys country here when it comes to this table.
Man, I can't
You
take
know how
Jordan
Cowboys
nowhere,
Nation do.
man.
We everywhere, man. We everywhere. So but it's definitely a good experience. There's another workroom. Going to have the players coming in for interviews. So it's a good, like I said, Kansas City did a great job, and salute to Mayor Quentin Lucas of getting this set up because it's definitely putting the city on display. And like I said, a lot of people have been talking about. Like Darren, we talked about this on the radio show the other day. It's like we got a
Yeah.
brand new, beautiful airport, and I ain't
Yep.
even seen it. That's how much my life has slowed down since football season ended. But coming here in a few months, it's definitely going to be my second home. So, but
Look, I was gonna say because obviously when the season starts, they're gonna see me at
right,
least 10. Well, no, they'll see me 11 times
yeah,
traveling on the road for all the road games, and then of course going over to Germany, and
right,
then on top of that, when the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, they got to see me when I go, fly out to Vegas. So,
yeah, right.
I'm saying it's a little. Not that I'm throwing any shade to the Cowboys way, but I'm saying
You
the Chiefs are going back
know,
to the Super Bowl.
ah, right.
So,
Yeah, well, well, I'm
so
booked regardless, so I'm gonna be there. I don't care, rain, sleet, or snow. I'm not turning down no Super Bowl in Vegas. I'll definitely be there one way. Now, will the Cowboys be there? We don't know, but
And look, there's a lot going on here. If you're in Kansas City and you're somehow watching us on the streams, if you're not out there on 18th, excuse me, here on 18th of Vinyl, if you're not out there at Union Station, there's
Mhm,
a lot of activities, a lot of things for you to be able to do over the next couple of days while you're here. Of course, try some of the barbecue. Come down
mhm,
to 18th and Vine, the American Jazz Museum, the Negro League Museum. Take in some of that Kansas City culture while you're here in
mhm,
town. There's so much to do, and I can assure you that you won't be disappointed. The draft
mhm.
picks, they've been out amongst the community over the last couple of days. They've got a chance to eat and enjoy some of Kansas City's finest culture,
Yeah, yeah,
Jordan.
yeah. And I think on Saturday it's going to be a Kansas City showdown where it's going to be Gates versus Joe's, and I know where your heart stands. I know where your heart stands, Darren. But like I said, that's kind of like the Gucci Man versus Jeezy versus. It's going to bring the whole city out probably for that one on Saturday here at the Draft Experience. So if you're in town, there's a lot of good things to do, but you got to try the barbecue because regardless if you like Gates, Joe's, Jack Stacks,
I mean,
Q39.
there's Gates and then there's everybody else. So,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna I'm not
mean,
gonna hate
you partial, you know what I'm saying? But I will
facts.
say this: when it comes to barbecue, Kansas City is king. That's facts.
All right, so look, we have a lot of special guests. We got a couple of guests that's going to join us very shortly, Tuck. And
Mhm,
actually, we're gonna bring these ladies on. Of course, they are the host of Two Gems and a Mic podcast. And look, I know these ladies. I love these ladies. I know we've had them on our show before, Tuck.
mhm,
And with us, I would like to introduce some and welcome to others, Linda L.D. Dorsey, along with Tanisha the Diva Mahomes. Now, I know people are saying that Mahomes name sounds familiar. Is she related? Yes, this is the auntie of one
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes who changed his diapers, who spanked him when he was bad.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It was
Exactly.
was there when he got drafted? Like, my baby, look what we did. So, ladies, thank you so very much for joining us this evening. I know, Tuck. I do have to say this before we get started with
Uh-huh.
these ladies. especially the one underneath me, Miss Tanisha D. Mahomes, she she wanted to call you out.
Yes,
She
I did.
Ooh,
believes her mock draft is going
oh,
to be more on point than what yours is,
ooh.
and
Well,
she's willing to put something on it.
well,
I am.
okay, okay.
I
Let
am.
me, let me. I mean, because she's got a whole bunch of picks, though. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, you want to
Did
challenge
No,
you?
me?
we talking about I think
Now
No,
she
just
talking
for the
about
first round.
just for
I'm
the
talking
first
about.
round, right?
Oh, for the
The
overall
first
I'm
first
round.
talking
round.
about for the overall first round.
Hey,
Absolutely.
we
I'm
can
not just
go.
talking about the Chiefs. I'm talking about the overall first round.
Okay.
He told me you were the man, and
Yeah, okay.
hey,
All right. Well,
if
let's
I,
do it. I'm always down for some competition. So,
you know that
you know.
it's not wise to bet against the two gems, baby.
You're
It's
right,
not
right.
wise.
Right.
She's
I'll
been
take
talking
that
about
challenge
it
though.
all day. She's
Well,
been talking about it
Yeah,
all
well,
day.
I'll say
all
this.
day.
I'll say this. Let's hope my picks is right according to my FanDuel app. So,
Oh
Oh,
man.
oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
that's
I'm,
where I
Well,
really need to be
I'm
right. Forget the
impressed.
I
mocks.
might be
So,
in trouble then if you don't hit with the fan duel. I mean,
right,
you got millions of people to validate that one. I might be in
So,
trouble. I might have set us up for failure, Linda.
right.
oh man,
So, Tanisha, I want to ask you right quick before as we get started. Um, you obviously got a chance to experience the draft process with your nephew. What
Oh,
was it like?
absolutely.
I know I can't remember the city that it was in when it took place in 2017, but what was the atmosphere? What was the build up? How was it going through that process with them? And take us through that if you don't mind.
The funny thing about it is the thing that stands out the most to me was actually not the fact that so let me back up. So Patrick, when he came out of Texas Tech, there was the air raid system. No one has ever
Mhm,
been able to do what he had done. No one had ever done what he was attempting to do at the time because he hadn't done anything. And so he had he walked in with kind of a knock against him. What I loved about that process was Lee Steinberg personally, kind of navigating a plan for him and saying we're going to go this step by step process of how to get you where we need you to be. And Lee's amazing. Most people know him,
mhm,
aka Jerry Maguire. He set up a amazing step by step plan. And I always tell Linda it's all about getting an agent that will guide you properly. And when
mhm,
you have someone that has that type of legacy in the game, he was ahead of the fray right out of the gate. So they sat down, they kind of had a game plan for him, they followed it, and he was able to be successful just
mhm,
based off of kind of laying out a step by step plan for a young person who doesn't know what they're getting themselves into,
mhm,
kind of having to rely on someone who has that legacy type experience like Elise Steinberg, and it worked out perfect for him. So I remember that process. I remember Lee seeing him kind of go into panic mode when the Bears didn't choose him, and
mhm,
Lee stepping up and actually initiating and getting on the phone call, and next thing I knew, he was the chief.
mhm,
So when you see that type of kind of power and ability to relate, and not even power, I think it's a relationship from the longevity of being an agent that was able to kind of put him in the right spot. You need that when you're a young player and you don't know
mhm,
what you're doing. Most players want to just go high. They don't think about where they're going to land and who is going to surround them to make them successful. And I think Lee had that in mind from the very beginning, and it
mhm.
worked out wonderfully. I think we
so
can all agree.
that,
Two Super Bowls down, it's important.
so Darren, I'm gonna go back to your question because we know how Tanisha like to talk, and I think that was a great. That was great. What you said.
But
His
hey,
question was, wait a minute.
true story though.
Maybe I missed it. What was the atmosphere? I know y'all were not at the draft. Y'all were in
Mhm,
Texas. What was it like? The
Oh, it was
family was
crazy.
everybody. Yeah.
It
See,
was crazy because
was
you
that
got
the
to think
question,
about it.
Darren?
Yes.
No, no. I mean, it was crazy. He said, "What did I remember?" I remembered the whole process because obviously, hell, I hang out with my buddies all the time. He was around his family. You know what I mean? So to see him with all of the people that have supported him since he was a little kid playing baseball and t-ball, that
Mhm.
atmosphere is to die for. You know, it didn't matter if he went in the first round, second round, or third round. They would have came back day after day after day to support him. That atmosphere was off the chain. We had people standing on the tables. It was crazy. Grandparents was in the house. I loved it. It was awesome.
Roger Goodell right now is taking the stage along with Heidi Gardner and the other guy here from Kansas City. They're welcoming everyone here right now. So
How you
it,
gonna
it,
say the
it,
other guy? You supposed to know who that is? Eric Stone Street.
Eric Stone Street. I know. But I'm just,
Me
hey,
and him with a 20. Did you, Linda?
yeah, we like and look. Also joining us.
Unnecessary roughness.
Also joining us on the show this evening, we got our guy Mark Gunnels, FS1's Mark Gunnels, joining us from the media workroom over at Crown Center as well, up down by Union Station. Mark, what's going on with you? All right, well, as soon as Mark gets his mic and stuff situated, Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you guys hear me good?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Now, see, see, here's the thing. We get Mark taken care of, and Mark still doesn't follow directions because Mark was supposed to get a headset mic
You,
like I told him to, and he did not. And he didn't do that. So,
I'm
you
having some
know,
technical difficulties over here.
yeah, nah, that part is understandable. But we got
So
Patrick Mahomes, of course, walking on stage along with Travis Kelsey. They are live on stage down here at the NFL Draft. Of course, they're holding up our current Super Bowl trophy. That's something that
Mhm.
the other 31 teams don't have right now. So, again, I mean, this is can't see this is live. This is what we do right here. So
No,
this is
that's
what
what
we're
y'all
doing.
do, huh? That's what y'all do now. Look. Okay, I see.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
I see.
Mahomes is clean. Patrick is clean. Got a little drip in it. Look,
yeah, you
okay.
know Kelsey always clean. Hey,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Darren, where are you sitting? Where are you
I am
sitting?
I am at the American Jazz Museum. I'm actually hosting a NFL draft party, so I am at
Okay.
the historic 18th and Vine Negro League Museum / American Jazz Museum right now. So
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
yeah,
Awesome.
you know, love
Tuck,
bringing
where
a little
you at?
culture to Kansas City. Tuck's
Where
at
am
the draft.
I'm at the draft. I'm
Tuck,
in
you
the.
at the draft.
I'm working. I'm working. Like that. So it's like, nah,
Okay.
Darren doing his thing. But yeah, it's a good environment. Y'all see all the people out there. Like it's a
Oh
sea of red,
yes.
But there's a lot of NFL fans. Like I said, for me, that's what makes the NFL draft fun because you see a lot of fans just from different teams, and it's just not in a game environment. So everyone's coming around just to enjoy the NFL, which is definitely a special event. Ain't there an NBA playoff game tonight, Darren?
It is. It is at 8:30. Yeah.
Ain't nobody watching the
Yeah,
Oh,
NFL
trust me.
playoff
there's
No,
game.
one game.
I'm gonna be watching
No,
it
they
because
should have closed
I
that
gotta
out.
I gotta
They
Yeah.
should have
slip.
closed that out the other night.
Yeah,
They should have.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
But look,
They
You know
messed
they
Darren,
it
you got
do
up.
that.
you got a parlay set up tonight.
you already know I do. Look, hey, but let me say this though.
I gotta say this
Even
though.
though, Mahomes and Kelsey and all them, this is a beautiful thing. Not only for Kansas City, but for any city that hosts a draft, to where you can have your star players that come out a good representation, not only of the team but of the community as well. Travis and Patrick, they're good guys. I know them on the field as well as off the field, and they're great men and great representation of Kansas City and the culture here as well. So very, very, very proud to know them and very proud of what they're bringing to the atmosphere and showing the world here in Kansas City. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tanisha.
No. I was just saying Kelsey looked casket sharp.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
Kelsey was he was
and look,
casket sharp.
and to your nephew's credit, he didn't look. He didn't overdo it with the bling. It's nice. It's cool.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, look, he know he's worth $500 million. He ain't got. Look,
Ain't got to show it.
he
He
shows that
looking
wealth in
crisp.
his vehicles. You know what I'm
He looking
saying?
crisp.
He
Yeah.
doesn't do it in his jewelry, but he definitely shows it in his vehicles. But no,
Ain't
great,
nothing
great
wrong with it.
people. So
Nothing
look,
wrong with it.
I do believe the Houston Texans are on the clock. Am I correct?
No,
Okay.
Carolina's on the
Oh,
No,
clock.
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
sorry,
Carolina.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina.
That's it. Yeah.
Do we
I
all
know what you
agree?
meant. I
Do
know
we
what you
all
meant.
agree? Do we all agree? Bryce Young going number one.
Yes,
Yes.
I have Bryce Young as number one.
All right, so we tied. We tied right now. Bryce Young.
You stupid.
What?
I
I
have
Yeah,
do
Bryce
what you
Young as
did.
number one. But
But I
you're not gonna keep going behind me. Next time
No,
you
all
gonna
right, go
tell me.
first. Okay.
We gonna rotate this. We
Oh,
gonna rotate
so
this.
you get the free space. You got the free space.
I
Okay.
got the free space. I'm the visitor. Come on, man.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a
yeah,
guest.
I think it's gonna be Bryce Young too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
You
Yeah,
okay.
they
know,
were talking about Bryce too small.
Mhm.
dude, Bryce will be
Bryce
just
has done a
fine. You
couple of
saw
things. I think Bryce will be fine.
they said the same thing about Lamar. He went right on up in that gym.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but Lamar is like
I ain't
six. I mean,
comparing him to Lamar.
yeah.
No, but I'm saying they said he had a little small waist. They were talking about Lamar's size, and not to mention about the running back, but whatever. They were talking about his size too. But they built to put some weight on you. So
Mhm.
Yeah, he did. Lamar did go and fatten up a little bit.
yeah, he did. He fit. It
Yeah.
looked like he eating at his soul food restaurant down there in Baltimore. That he got a little soul food restaurant. I actually was supposed to be there with you, and I was actually gonna stop by and taste some of those smothered pork chops he was advertising. But you have to tell me about it. But yeah,
I'll get
Lamar
there
is
eventually. Yeah.
All right,
Lamar done put some weight
all
on
right.
him.
So Tuck, I want to ask you, what the atmosphere is like. I know, again, you're back there in the radio room. What is the atmosphere like? Is it just people trying to do their respective shows, or is it just a lot of everybody watching television to see what's going to happen?
Yeah, everyone's in here working. So, you got a lot of radio, providers out here. Like I said, the DFW, the tickets right here next to me. I saw some people from the Saints. They were doing their show as well. Also from the Bears organization. So it's a lot of different teams and organizations and representatives here in Radio Row. And y'all right now just kind of having the side our next turn, looking at the TV and waiting for that pick to come in. But I think the unanimous decision is going to be Bryce Young. I mean, Vegas don't lie. So like
Well,
I
let's
think
look at that.
Bryce Young's going to be the pick.
Let's look at that. So we're going with Bryson. There's about 6 minutes left on the clock for them to get their pick in. What does Bryce Young, if selected, what does he bring to this, to this organization, to the Carolina Panthers? What
A
type of players are
quarterback.
they getting?
Well, I
A,
think I'll go first. I think that they're going to get a very cerebral, high IQ guy. I think the main difference between Bryce Young and also CJ Stroud, they both have accuracy. They both play with a lot of talent at their time in Ohio State and also Alabama. But I feel like when it comes to Bryce Young, he's a little bit more mobile. So he kind of fits kind of that Kyler Murray-ish kind of mold. So a guy who's played in big games, Heisman Trophy winner, leader. Darren, we spoke to him yesterday briefly at the charity event, so he's a good quality kid. I feel like once he gets into the Panthers locker room, he's going to be able to lead them in the proper direction. Now, is he going to be the quarterback that can take an alien franchise and really put him on his back and carry him like your nephew? Probably not, because you think about this. You think about the number one draft picks who's actually won a Super Bowl. You have Peyton and you have Eli. So, that kind of works against you. So, but I feel like he's going to be enough to kind of get the Panthers in the right direction. But I feel like it's a good, solid pick. This is the pick that makes the most sense for the Panthers.
Ladies, did you all want to add so look, here's my thing. Obviously, it looks like the pick is in. And I mean, everybody's happy about it, clapping about it. So we
Mhm.
can't unfortunately show you the draft because we don't want to get bumped off or anything like that. But once the pick comes in, we'll of course update and let you know. But I think everybody knows that the first pick will probably end up being Bryce Young. But look, I'll say this: Bryce Young or any quarterback can be successful, but there's a multitude of things that have to take place. You have to be drafted for me, a good organization from top to bottom that has a good head coach, GM, executive, stuff like that can work together. You don't have a lot of bickering and worry about who gets the credit, if they win and things like that. Then also you want to have a system, but you also have to put the moving parts together that goes along with it. You know that Bryce Young is essentially undersized. So you got to make sure he's well protected, but also, saying you want to make sure that he's got weapons, to go
Right.
along with them. And so, I know they traded away DJ Moore to move up in the draft, and that's fine. So hopefully they'll surround him with the necessary pieces for him to be successful. Because I don't know whether or not they expect him to come in and start right away, or perhaps
Mhm.
sit and wait. But when you're the number one overall pick, fans are going to want to see what you can do because of the investment that the
Mhm.
team puts in there. Mark, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely gonna start right away, considering they don't have nobody else there to start right now.
That's not,
And they're not trying to win anyway. So they're okay with having a down year, as far as win total goes, as long as he's able to show that he can progress and be that future quarterback that they want. And it's gonna take time. They're gonna have to, like you said, get pieces around him. You know, they're gonna have high picks, I think, for the next couple of years. So you can do it that way. They have a lot of cap space to use. So it's a process, but I do think he has the leadership qualities that will bring that locker room together because they've had a lot of turmoil. I mean, their head coaching situation, right? Now
Yeah.
you got in some new guys there. You got a new offensive scheme, so I think they'll be fine. It's just gonna take time.
It looks as though the pick is in for the uh, Carolina Panthers. Just waiting on the commissioner to come up there and do his thing. Now, look, I did get a chance to talk to DeMaurice Smith, the NFL Players Association executive director. One of the things that he really dislikes, and hopes he doesn't see, but we know we're going to see because we joked about it, we were joking how the commissioner was probably practicing his bro hug, and that's something that is kind of irritating, so to speak, and so you know
So Darren,
that's
let me ask you a question. Or I can ask this to anybody here.
sure.
We all knew that he was small. Did everybody think he was that small until they started making a biggest deal out of him? A bigger deal out of him because he won the Heisman. He went on. He was playing. Nobody was talking about how his size and how small he was. But now, when the draft came, it became an issue.
I think when a situation like that happens, I think what it is teams are always trying to find a way to get you, have you slotted or put you, bring your value down. I don't see how you can bring the overall number one pick down, but it is what it is. But we do know that the pick is in, and let's see who the Carolina Panthers selected is.
Official.
Yeah, so
Yep,
you must.
it is. Yep,
It's official.
Yeah.
quarterback
Bryce
Bryce
Young.
Young out of Alabama.
I was right. I'm up, Jordan.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
All right,
I
that's where the
think you
fun.
and everybody else was right.
Now's where the
Hey,
fun begins.
hey, it's where the chips made. I'm up
Uh,
one. It's one. It's 1-0.
That's a
My
tie.
No,
man,
no, he
my
picked
Hey,
the
man's
same
neck piece,
thing.
man.
He
no,
picked
Yeah.
everybody picked Bryce.
I had first pick though.
Yeah.
No, it
Oh
was
My man,
everybody
my
Ah,
man's
agreed
neck
on the
piece is
same
man.
pretty
pick.
nice.
Yeah,
Hey, look here, other Jim.
that was that was a no-brainer. I mean,
Yeah, I
come on.
know. Nah, I'm teasing, but no. Who
And
you got next, Jordan? Who you got next?
Now this is when the fun begins.
Yes, it
My
is.
man
I
can't
got
even put
Will
he can't even put the
Anderson.
hat on because of his hair.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay, so
just
Mark has Will Anderson. Who do you have, Jordan?
Mm.
I like that how Stroud came up to. I think they got a good relationship. I like that
Mm-hmm.
going
I
in.
could
I mean, the
see.
pick that makes sense is C.J. Stroud. This should be 1 and 2, quarterback 1 and quarterback 2. But I don't know. From like I said, from when I spoke to a representative from the Texans here, earlier today, he didn't feel too confident about it. So
Uh,
I'm going to go. No, I'm. It's the Texans, so the Texans ain't going to do what's logical. I'm going to go
oh,
with Will Anderson.
that part is good.
You
Yeah,
gonna
yeah. I'm
go
going
who?
with Will Anderson Jr., defensive end out of Alabama.
Stop
Okay.
copying me, Tuck.
Hey, man. Hey,
I'm
it
going
just
with
is what it is.
Robinson.
You going with Bijan Robinson?
Yep,
You know what? I'm gonna go with the most logical choice, which would be C.J. Stroud. I'm not gonna.
that
I'm
makes
not gonna.
sense.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going. I'm not going to allow this test to make us bump up people who shouldn't be where they need to
Right,
be.
right.
So
Good
I'm
point.
rolling with CJ.
Okay.
I
Uh,
wanted to be CJ from my
I
Yeah,
my
I
do
do
my,
too.
too.
my
I
wallet
do too.
standpoint, but
I do
I
too
don't think it will
because
be though.
because
yeah.
I've seen it before in 2017 when Kaiser's coach from college came out like a couple of days before the draft and started talking outside his neck and ended up dropping him in the draft. So I know it can be done, but I'm hoping that the Texans actually want to win.
Man, Bryce got that drip. It's subtle. It does the right thing. Look, I think, and I'm trying to remember what what's Houston's other pick? Is it 12 or 13? What's their? Because I know they got two first round picks.
I think
I,
it
Um,
is 12, the 12th pick.
okay, so I can see them going Will Anderson if they because look, I think Will Anderson is the best overall player
Mhm.
in this draft. So if you feel like you can still get the quarterback and maybe maybe if CJ Stroud falls, obviously I'll get him at number 12. But but maybe maybe they want Anthony Richardson. Maybe maybe they're fine with one of the other quarterbacks not named C.J. Stroud. So if that's the case, I would go Will Anderson because you got D'Amico Ryans who is a defensive player, so you can have your stud defensive player on that end, and then get your quarterback with the 12th pick. I can
Yeah.
see that happening. So if I had to make that pick, I'm going to go with the Will Anderson, which I actually and the only reason why is because I think they're still going to get a quarterback at pick number 12.
Is it
Okay,
okay
if
to
you
give a spoiler?
well, let me just tell you, pigs can fly. That's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get Will Anderson and your quarterback. Common sense to tell you that's not gonna work out.
I mean,
Somebody gonna
you got
jump in
you
there
got
and
Yeah,
hijack that.
I
you
don't
got
think it
two first
happens either.
round picks.
I
Yeah,
don't,
they
I
got
don't, I don't,
two, Tanisha.
Hmm?
I don't see both quarterbacks sliding out of the top 10. I'm with her. So if you want to get your quarterback, you better get him now
You
because
better
I
get him now.
I feel like you can get, even though Will Anderson was my number one prospect on my board, I feel like there's other quality edge rushers you can get. The quarterback market dries up quickly. So,
Yeah,
you know,
but but like like you said before, Will Anderson, is akin to a Derek Thomas, a Khalil Mack. I mean, look, that's generational talent. I mean, the kid was considered the number one draft pick last year.
mhm.
Had he been able to come out. So, I mean, that again,
Well,
Oh wow, the
I'm
well, I
Texans.
with
mean,
you,
let
Tanisha.
me give this
I'm with you,
scenario,
The
Tanisha.
Darren.
pick is in. They took C.J. Stroud.
Oh, okay.
All
Well,
right, Tanisha.
Oh, you
No,
too.
hey, if I tell you it's cheese on the moon, get your crack and follow. I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong.
Oh
I'm not
Lord.
gonna tell you nothing
I
wrong.
just said something different, but I'm with you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know
We
it,
had
you know
talked earlier. Yeah,
it. If I
I
tell
threw
you it's
him out there
cheese,
just because somebody was talking about him. But yeah, those were my 1 and 2.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
don't
makes
Didn't
have to
sense.
matter which
start
way they
reinventing
went;
the
those were the
wheel.
1 and 2. Yeah.
You don't
No,
reinvent the wheel.
is it
You
CJ
see your
Stroud?
quarterback, you get him. Let's get him. If I
It
tell you,
makes sense. It makes sense.
it better
Who
make
said? I
sense.
mean, somebody said it was official. Is it official?
It said the pick
Oh,
is
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
in.
the pick is in. So
there's people tweeting about it that are
Uh,
credible. They said the pick is
oh,
already in.
oh,
Oh,
I
he
oh
don't, I
well,
cheating
don't.
I
on
don't
Twitter.
know.
He cheating
Okay,
on
get
Twitter.
off Twitter. Get
Hey,
off
Well,
don't
Twitter,
I
do
didn't.
Jordan.
that.
You gonna mess around and go another. You gonna go with 28 for 28 at that rate.
That's
Come
what I'm
on,
Yeah,
saying.
get off Twitter.
I don't want to
Get off
spoil it
Twitter.
for you guys.
yeah.
well,
Yeah,
don't do
we're
it
not doing that.
then. But so look, if that is the case, look, we'll take it at it is CJ Stroud. Here's the thing: with all the stuff that was coming out over the last week or
There
so
we
about
go. Yeah,
CJ Stroud,
that
I
makes
mean that
sense.
Yahtzee,
You got it. You
Yahtzee.
got it. You got
good,
it.
good,
There
good.
you go.
Yeah,
Which
yep.
is important.
Now I need
True.
Will Anderson to go next. I need
It,
Will
Will
Anderson to go next.
Will Anderson is my number 3. Will
Yeah,
Anderson is my number 3, and because Jordan has already picked Will,
I can't pick Will no more.
you
Okay,
gonna
I'm
pick
out.
you gonna trip. Okay, you can pick Will. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I need him. I
That's
need him to
fair.
go Will
That's
now.
fair. You gotta go Will. He's still out there.
But let's so
Tanisha's up 1-1. I mean
Yeah,
1-0.
yeah,
2. No, she's
she
up
won.
2.
She's
Two
at
to
one.
one on everybody else.
No,
Two to
well,
one.
one because everybody picked Bryce,
Yeah.
That's what I
and then
said.
I,
So you have 2-1.
yeah,
Okay, let's
yep,
You got
true
2
that.
right. We got 1. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Make me
Y'all get
proud. Make me proud,
y'all.
friend.
Hey, I'm a Mahomes. We do this for fun.
so hold on. Let's talk about CJ Stroud right quick. Obviously,
Hmm.
and so
You know I'm a big
knowing that,
CJ Stroud fan.
yeah. So no,
You are Linda. Tell him. Let him know.
so knowing knowing what CJ Stroud brings, what's to say? What are they getting? What type of quarterback are they getting with them? With them.
Can you see that young man's face? Can y'all
Mhm.
see his face? Y'all see the
Yes,
tears?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the relief.
That's the man that they getting. He
Yeah,
was getting
the relief.
NILs, he was getting props, he was getting that. His heart is all into it. I love to watch this guy play, the type of teammate that he was, the things that he did for his team overall, just as a person. He can bring he can bring that to the field. He's gonna bring it to the field.
I mean, look,
So
we got a chance to see how he performed at the highest level, in the playoff game against Georgia, where, had his wide receivers not gotten hurt,
yeah.
they possibly playing for the national championship the following week.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. The guy is he's that dude.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah, they
damn good.
still
I'm
would have
really
wanted
happy
the
for him.
kicker. Then
I told Tanisha, yeah, I've been very high, and that's not to take anything away from Bryce Young because I like Bryce Young also.
Hmm.
So don't get me wrong, but I've just been on that
From day
Stroud.
one.
Yeah, Tanisha,
From
no, I've
day
been talking
one.
about this dude
From
day
day
one.
one.
Right.
I
Day
want
Yeah.
one.
to.
Because the whole conversation was possibly he could have been the number one
Number
pick.
one.
That's what I'm saying. So it made sense. Like I said, the Houston Texans, I thought they were gonna get done, but
Hmm.
D'Amico Ryan wasn't gonna get that done. But it's just like, you know what? You
They,
never know. So like I said, the
I
guy,
think the media did a lot with them 1 and 2s at one
They
and
tried to
two
tear him
because
down, which is
Stroud.
what I didn't
Well,
like.
well, some did, and some were just going back and forth between the two. Who could be number one? Who could be number two? I know they came out with the scores on Stroud and all that other stuff, but I mean, Stroud, his pro days, he looked good.
He
He
really
hasn't
did.
done anything where he's looked bad. I mean, if you look at the season, he had a better season
Mhm.
than, yeah. I mean, Young suffered some injuries and stuff like that. Yeah, he got the Heisman last year and all that other stuff, but he's been solid. He's been consistent. I like it.
Hey,
I love it.
Tucker, I want to ask. You of course have. You talked about how he's comparable to Jared Goff, Matt Ryan. I know you say he's smart, accurate, not very mobile. He would argue that he didn't need to run because he wasn't really under pressure, didn't have to run. But when he did run, he can run. I know you say he did well avoiding a lot of sacks and being in Houston. Of course, that's the stuff that he's going to have to worry about doing. So.
Yeah, and I feel like the one thing that we have to keep an eye on when it comes to CJ Stroud is a lot of people when they look at him think, look at the weapons he played with. You know, you have Marvin Harrison Jr., who's probably going to be a top wide receiver coming out next year. You have Chris Olave, who was a top draft pick last year, and then you're also going to have Jackson Smith and Jigba, who's going to be probably the first wide receiver off the board this year. So it's like he had a lot of talent. Now,
Well,
correct me if I'm
Jordan.
wrong. I don't know what talent they got in Houston
Hold
right
on, hold
now.
on,
So
hold on. But I'm sorry, Tish, before you go, Jordan. Now there was talk that if they do take C.J. Stroud, they could possibly try if his teammate is on there, try to bring
then
him back.
yeah,
And try to
yeah,
draft him
that
at
would be
number 12.
ideal. That would be ideal because I feel like you are need to get him with some weapons. 'Cause like I said, the main difference between him and Bryce is just not that he's not mobile. He's more of elusive. Like he's more of your pocket passer versus Bryce Young. So I feel like you're going to have to get him weapons because if not, he's going to be a sitting duck back there. So I like the pick. Like I said, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense for the Texans. Go get your quarterback, and you can gamble getting the edge rusher or defender at that 12 pick.
His
Hmm.
mom,
Uh,
his mom flexing on these little young chicks too. Okay,
And
I
I'm
see you, Miss. I see you, Kim.
and I'm gonna piggyback off. I'm gonna say some other stuff because
Uh-oh.
you can't dock CJ and not dock say Burrows, Chase, and I mean look at his receiving
his
core in
receivers.
LSU.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, come on, it's good for one, it's good for
I
the
mean,
other.
but technically, you could. I mean, you
And
could
I'd
easily
say
knock
that
Bryce Young
Burrows
as
had a
well.
better one.
I mean, but you could knock Bryce Young as well. I mean, hell,
Well,
he
that's
had,
my point. But I'd
yeah.
say Burrows had one, and nobody was complaining about who he had as receivers. So we're not gonna play that game. We're
Well,
not
there's
gonna
other
play that
reasons
game
why they
today.
do that too. So, but that's neither here
I
nor
mean,
there.
because that was the reason they went and got Jamar Chase
Well, that's
because
my
that
point. But
that
I'd
Mm.
say
first year.
exactly.
Uh,
And Jefferson, you got everybody.
Okay, so the next pick is the Arizona Cardinals. It looks like they're going to keep it. I think they do go Will Anderson. We thought that they would possibly
Whoa.
try to trade out of that and maybe trade DeAndre Hopkins.
they
So
trade the
Well,
pick.
they did.
oh they just traded.
They just said DeAndre Hopkins gave them permission to trade him.
Well, I mean,
Whoa.
Oh, let's see. This is the one everybody been waiting for to see
That's
what's gonna
huge.
happen.
That's
Yeah.
huge. Because the Ravens, I saw a bunch of Raven fans talking a lot of stuff
With
about,
Lamar.
talking about getting that pick now. Because Lamar demanded some supposedly quote unquote allegedly OBJ and
hey,
Hop,
here's the
D
thing
Hop.
with him signing that contract extension today, that does lessen
The
that
Texans?
franchise. Huh?
Did the Texans get trade for pick number 3 too?
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Whoa.
Is that the
What?
case?
So the
What?
Texans traded up.
Hey.
Hold on,
They-
Hey.
hold on. Do they bring DeAndre Hopkins back home?
Hey.
So so yeah, we're talking about getting the Will Anderson. Maybe this is the Will
That's
Anderson.
what I was about to say. That is how you get it.
Ooh.
God dog, what did
Ooh.
they give up? What did they give up to
So the
get back
Cardinals
up there?
trade pick to the Texans.
It looks like maybe 12 for the
Yep.
third and something
There's
else.
Yeah, it's got to be something else. You didn't
It's
just
got
switch.
it's got to be a swap involved. So
I mean, it's a swap. Let me see what we got here. Move all the way up from 12 to 3. The Cardinals to move all the way down from 12. Large drop. Mm. Arizona. Let me see what we got. Woo! Second round pick tomorrow. First round pick and the third round pick in the next year's draft. Woo!
Mm.
so there's no player involved.
They ain't said.
No,
No, no,
We know
no.
what they gave
Hold
up.
on. No, I'm just saying that's what she was reading. I
looks
just
like there's no
Oh,
player involved.
oh man, this looked like trouble in my way. You made me hit. You made me hit that church spiritual up
hey,
in here.
look,
All
What?
right,
that's look. That,
the
hey,
pick is
but
in.
that's big time. That's what you
Yeah.
do. I mean,
It's about to be rough for
Will
everybody.
Anderson here. Let's.
That's a
I'm
whole
going
lot.
Will.
I'm thinking. I mean, for all
Yeah,
that,
make your pick. Hurry up, make your pick. Make your pick. Make your pick.
it's your
That
pick. It's who
that
me?
throw.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
It's
Will
Who's your
Anderson. Will
no.
third?
Anderson.
Who's your third
Will
I
pick?
Anderson.
picked C.J. Stroud. I
But
said
No,
Will
no, no,
Anderson.
no.
they
They just
back up
I
traded.
said
again.
So
I
They're
said
back.
Will Anderson is
okay,
my guy
Will
Okay,
Anderson.
But that was
okay.
your guy for who?
for
For
third for.
Arizona.
Will Anderson. They got him.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
Will Anderson. I
No,
they
said
no,
Will
we
got it.
all
Anderson.
got it. I
And
just said Will Anderson too.
that means I hear the
Damn, they
parlay.
went back. They went back
Yeah.
up like that to get Will Anderson. So
Woo
Hey, I told
wee.
you.
they not playing around.
Woo. That
As soon as I was talking about
parlay.
the truck, I got cut off the Wi-Fi. That's crazy though.
That parlay just hit.
Man, we
What
just
part?
called it, didn't
What
we?
parlay did you put in?
No, no, no.
I had CJ Stroud. Or had to pick the first three picks, and I picked Bryce Young, CJ Stroud,
Oh,
and
in
Will
that
Anderson.
order.
Yeah.
Oh
Way to
wow.
go, Tuck.
How much we
Yeah.
win? You see how much
Uh-uh.
we win?
He said
I
we.
didn't win. I didn't win nothing, man.
You mother
I'm
sucker.
short.
Hey,
I'm
Shut up,
short, man. I'm
hey,
Hey,
short.
but shout
hey,
out,
hey,
shout out
Tuck.
to him.
Till you do right by me.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had to hit. We're not going for that. We're
Yeah,
just gonna hit that parlay and make
yeah.
it known
Hmm.
and comfortable.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
and here's what's interesting, Tuck. Of all the footage that you sent me, you didn't send me Will Anderson.
Dude,
That's the video we don't
man,
have.
dude,
Ah.
they love the commissioner. They hugged up, ain't they? I mean,
I mean, that's
he
the.
done
I
bear
mean,
hugged him.
That's the
that's the
tradition.
bro hug, man. No, no,
That's
no,
the
no. That's
tradition.
Yeah,
Tear
well,
him up. 'Cause
yeah,
yeah.
he
what's his name? My boy last year, Thibodeau from the Giants. He
Oh
tore him up.
man, my man is here. Oh, Nick Saban is in town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was
Oh
there with
yeah, I saw him
he was
earlier.
with Bryce.
Hmm.
Oh man, I
so,
know one
so
thing. My man is rolling over in his grave right now with all this hugging, and he ain't even dead.
listen.
Who?
I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me, but I'm 3 for 3.
You 3 for 3.
So it's tough.
No,
No, he ain't.
I miss CJ
Nah,
Stroud.
nah.
Well,
It's on.
I'm talking
technically they
about his
did get Will
parlay.
Anderson, so technically,
No, ain't no technically.
Nah, ain't no technically. I'm three
They
for three, and
yeah,
you not.
the commissioner need pads the way they running up on him.
hmm
Nah, no, seriously, we joked about how he practices these hugs.
Yeah, he bruised
Oh
up.
yeah, he got to, cause
He
he came
bruised
in
up.
hard with that one. You saw him. He was like, "Ugh."
Did you
Yeah,
guys
he
see the
That's
got
how
to.
terms
Thibodeau
of the
hit him
trade?
last year. He wasn't ready for it.
You know, what's,
Read the terms of the trade, Mark.
So the Texans sent their number 12, number 33, a 2024 first, a 24 third to Arizona for 105. In Houston, they already have 2 1s for next year anyway. So yeah,
For four
Damn.
picks. You said
yeah,
4 picks,
hey
12,
man, this
33,
12,
2024
30,
first, and a
yeah,
2024 third, right?
right, correct.
Oh man, that's beautiful for one guy.
so look, going back initially,
That sounds like a quarterback
you
move
know,
up.
Will Anderson, two-time SEC Defensive Player of the Year, top linebacker in college football over the last 2 seasons. His comparison, as we talked about earlier, Khalil Mack. What does he bring to this Houston Texans defense? Tuck, I'll start with you.
So I feel like when it comes to Will Anderson, he's going to give you a reliable edge rusher. I feel like Will Anderson, he was going to be the most day one prospect in this draft, where you can just like, if
Mm.
the game started today, season started today, he'll be ready to play. So high motor guy, extremely productive, coming out of the University of Alabama. I think the one thing that a lot of scouts kind of nitpicked when it came to Will Anderson is like his length of his arms. compared to Tyree Wilson, which we saw yesterday, Darren, who's like a damn creative player. So
Yeah.
I feel like overall, though, Will Anderson is going to be a high motor guy, a productive guy that you can now pair with D'Amico Ryan, the Houston Texans, and he's going to have a phenomenal career, I believe.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
he
look,
is
as
as
long as these
well.
Yeah,
players
I
can
think.
stay healthy,
Yeah, yeah, that's spot
I
on right there.
I think he is, but I just if Tyree is out there, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. I don't know if I'm willing to throw all that out there when I got Tyree still out there.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Throw what out there? You lost me.
All them picks.
All that draft
Oh, okay,
capital.
I got you. I got you.
Shit.
yeah, but here's the thing: they still got a lot of draft capital just from what they gave up with
But
Deshaun
I'm just
Watson.
saying, you just gave up 4 picks,
Well, no, well, no,
and you
well,
got
hold on.
and here's the
Tanisha.
deal: a lot of people feel like Tyree. When a lot of people feel like Tyree, it's not much difference between the two. I mean, depending upon who you talking to. I'm not saying that he. I mean, I've heard everybody from Daniel Jeremiah to whoever saying that he's one of the best. So I mean, I don't know if I'm willing to give all that up.
Well, this is what I'll say as it relates to we talking about C.J. Stroud, correct? We talking about somebody else, Tanisha.
Talking about
No,
Will
she's talking about
Anderson.
all the.
Okay. I'm sorry. Well,
Yeah,
look, when it comes to Will Anderson, I mean, I don't think. Look, to me, he is the top overall player, and so, I think just look, just like the Chiefs gave up draft capital and to move up to get Mahomes. If you believe that this guy is a generational talent, which I believe he is, just because of his pedigree, I don't. Sometimes there's not a price too high, and the thing is because you got to remember the Texans got a massive haul for Deshaun Watson, and so, um, and if you said first you said 4 picks, but remember they only just swapped places. They swapped places in the first round with the Cardinals, and I'd probably swap places in the third round. You can give up some stuff for next year because. I mean, between now and then, you might get other draft capital along the way. So, I mean, this to me, I think this is good. Now, what you have to do is with D'Amico Ryan's really controlling that defense. I think he'll be able to put players there and mix pieces together. I think you have to shift the focus to the offense and make sure C.J. Stroud gets the players necessary. Now you might not get it all in this draft, but if you can bring in some free agent players that they get that might get cut or something, I think the Texans will have a nice turnaround this season.
yeah.
Anthony Richardson to the Colts.
Richardson to the
Oh,
Colts.
no Will
Look,
Levis.
read,
Yeah.
read them and read, read them and weep. I don't want nobody saying I didn't have. What number
I
4
just
say?
missed it. What? I
What
just
what
missed
Yeah,
it.
number
What?
Colts went to Will
Well, if you
Levis.
Anthony
flip over the
Richardson.
paper,
what number
Okay.
4
Or
say?
Anthony Richardson, I'm sorry.
well,
Anthony
I mean,
What
Yeah.
Richardson.
number?
Anthony
well, I
Read
mean,
them
Richardson.
and read them and weep. What number 4 say, folks?
okay,
Anthony
Tanisha,
We
hold
can't
Richardson.
on,
read it. Read it to us. What does
Tanisha,
it
It
say?
says
hold on, hold
Anthony
on, hold on,
Richardson.
Linda,
It
I
I
got
says
got
you.
you.
Anthony
Linda,
Richardson.
hold on,
Mark read it just
hold on,
fine.
Tanisha, quickly. This says to ship with Darren Smith NFL Draft Show. I'm gonna need you to calm down. We're gonna get you. Hold the papers slowly, and said, don't try to take over. This ain't no hostile
What what
takeover. Okay,
what that
it
say
says
right there?
Anthony Richardson. That's what we're
Thank
talking
you.
about.
Put
Now,
4 before.
now, Tuck. I'll start with you because of what you put together here. There was a lot of talk. I mean, and we talked about it even before the show, or as the show was beginning, that there was a lot of talk of Will Levis going to
Mhm.
Indianapolis because of what they like. This has got to be a shock and a surprise to a lot of people, except for maybe Tanisha. Why Anthony Richardson versus Will Levis to the Colts?
Well, I feel like because he's better, like,
Okay, no,
I mean,
hey, oh, no,
yeah,
I
I mean,
agree, but come on.
and I feel no, but
Hmm.
I say that jokingly, but I feel like what we're seeing right now. There was a lot of smoke screen, and when I were hearing the Will Levis talk all for the past 2 weeks, for me personally, from a scouting perspective, it just didn't make sense. I was like, I don't know what they're seeing. I don't know what they're seeing, right? But I feel like maybe there's kind of some gamesmanship going on with the
Of
possible of Will
course.
Levis going number 1 or number 4. But it's like when you look at the quarterbacks, it was strictly Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Anthony Richardson, and everybody else behind that. So seeing how the board fell, and I just feel like when it comes to Anthony Richardson, phenomenal talent, upside is through the roof. He just has to show that he can do it on a consistent basis, and he has a new quarterback. I'm sorry, new coach who's coached a lot of phenomenal quarterbacks, and Jalen Hurts, and also Justin Herbert as well. So he's going to be able to mold Anthony Richardson, and he fits what Shane Steichen likes and what he used to do in Philadelphia.
And we saw, look, we saw during the combine stuff. He has a huge arm. I watched some of the games that Florida played because they were some of my parlays. Big. I like him and a hooker out of Tennessee. Hooker's just
Mhm.
he's just too old, but he might get drafted as well. But I do like the size
He
of
will.
Richardson and
Hey,
what
you
he
ain't call a man
brings.
old, did you?
Yeah, I did. I
That's
did.
what I'm saying.
He's old.
He will
Damn.
be.
He's old for that.
He is gonna get drafted. Don't
Hold
worry.
on, I believe he's going to get drafted. But again, when you see him on taping and you saw what he's able to do, I mean, you look, who do you compare him to? I mean, is he comparable to a Cam Newton at his size and speed, or what?
He crying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't think that's too far off. Oh, my bad, Tuck. I didn't know if you
no, no,
wanted to
no,
go or
no,
not.
go ahead, Mark. Go ahead,
But
Mark. Go ahead.
yeah,
Cam Newton,
I
Terrell
think
Pryor.
with AR, and I love him with the Colts because I think he can go there. They're going to be very patient with him. If you look at some upside, I know I love CJ, I love Bryce, but AR has the most upside, but he's also the biggest risk. It's one of those situations. Obviously, he has the athletic profile. We saw what he did at the combine. The guy has a big arm. He's super athletic. I think you take your time with him, give him some weapons, make sure the O line is good because they have some issues along that line as well. So I think they handle those things, let him develop. And this guy, the ceiling, there's no roof on. Like he has the highest ceiling. There's no doubt about it. The athleticism is there. So I like it. I like the risk there because with the Colts, they've been through a lot this last 5 years. Ever since
Mhm.
Andrew Luck retired, they've been trying to play quarterback shuffle, right? Like they went through Phillip Rivers. They had Matt Ryan just now. Like they kept getting
Kobe
these
Brissett.
old, yeah, these old
Carson
quarterbacks.
Wentz.
Carson Wentz, right? These guys that have already failed in other places they were really good for a long time, but obviously they're on the downside of their career. So they finally get a young guy with high potential. So I like it for Indianapolis. I really do.
Yeah, I love it for the Colts too because I feel like they have nowhere to go but up.
Yeah,
I mean, you take the last Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, when he left Atlanta, he should have been going to the house
Mhm.
for retirement, right? So no
Right.
mobility, no
You
nothing there.
said
You
that,
give him
Linda.
that. I said at the beginning of the season, I said it was bad. Carson Wentz, wherever he goes, he's not producing. So they sent him back to DC, nothing. So
I
he
Mhm.
thought
wasn't
that.
that guy. You give them a healthy quarterback, and you're right. Since Andrew Luck, they haven't had anything. And Andrew Luck played well, and he wasn't even healthy. So now
yeah,
you got a healthy quarterback, a even more athletic quarterback than you had with Luck. I think they go and the fact that Indy was hanging around, not last year, the year before with Wentz,
Hmm.
they were right there. So if you get that core back together, and then you think about Indy last year, I mean the coaching situation, it was a clown show over there. It was a circus.
Linda, let me jump in right quick. Obviously, we
Uh-huh.
have the fifth pick. We got Seattle on the
Feel
clock. I think we are all in agreement. It's going to be Jalen Carter. Do I have
Yeah, I'm
any?
going Jalen Carter here.
Jalen
I'm
Unless
Carter.
they
going
I
with
trade
already,
down.
I
I'm going
already
with
got Jalen.
Tanisha.
I got Jalen Carter over in the cut already, and I'm putting it in the
I saw.
chat.
Yeah, we saw it in the private chat. But yeah, so we got them going there. Of course, we're a couple of minutes away. Once the pick is in, we'll of course announce it. Man, just looking at this camera to see. Wow. See, this is why I'm glad I'm not at the draft on site out there at the Royal Woman. I can't deal with that many people. So
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
well, I'm here. I'm at the American Express now.
Yeah.
I will say, hey, I will say this though: for people who are gonna be Ubering and Lyfting tonight, you should be, it should be a long night. Somebody should be
Yeah.
Oh
making some money
yeah,
out there. You know, not that
they might
I'm,
also get on they might also get on the streetcar.
yeah, that depends on where you're coming from. So,
Yeah, true.
but so look, we again. Commercial break right now. The pick, they'll be back in a couple of minutes. But if they do go, now, I will say this. One of the things that I do like about what we saw is that teams that need quarterbacks now that really Lamar Jackson's off the board, and of course he should have been off the board a long time ago with these
Long
teams.
time ago.
Teams that need quarterbacks, I think they're going to get them while they're available. And not risk another team trading up or whatever or trying to get them. So. Um, yeah, so Tuck, and actually, if you want to, Tuck and I did some interviews over the week. Actually, yesterday with some of the players. Tucky, if you want to do that, I'm gonna step away for a brief second because I am hosting an NFL draft party. Everybody can stay there, but Tuck, I'm gonna remove myself right quick and I'll jump back on. But if but I'll let you take over from here.
All right,
Pick is in.
kicking him out, kicking him out. All right, hold on, let me get this right. So I think, like Darren was saying, are we all in agreement when it comes to Jalen Carter at this pick?
That's who I
Yep.
have. I have Jalen
Yeah,
Carter.
Mark,
it
you
makes
got
the
Jalen.
most sense for them. Yeah,
Okay,
they need some line.
Um,
They need some help along that D line.
yeah.
yep.
Yeah, so so
Uh,
so so now we are looking at a situation like, where does Will Levis go? That now, since the court.
well, I'm. Let me see where I have. Well, do I need? I don't want to tip my
Oh yeah, all
hand.
right, yeah. Let me,
I
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to tip my
I'll
hand
keep
yet.
you quiet, Tanisha. But Linda, I'll start with you. Do you
No, I
what
mean
would,
everybody's stuff is locked in. I was looking. I was thinking about that.
mhm.
Hmm.
Um, shoot. I don't know. Mark, what do you think? I'm passing to Mark.
Yeah,
Tanisha, I
so
mean your pick is your pick. So yeah.
Yeah,
there's so many different scenarios now for Will Levis, but I can see a scenario, and I think it makes a lot of sense. At number 7, I can see the Raiders going there
Raiders.
because,
Ooh.
yeah, you got Jimmy G. Obviously, he's a stop gap quarterback. He's not the future.
Mhm.
They got Brian Hoare, like he's been a journeyman. I could see a scenario where they take a risk and try to get the quarterback for the future. I mean, look, this is a franchise that has dealt with Derek Carr for the past decade,
Right.
right? Trying to convince themselves that he's the guy to get them a Super Bowl. Obviously, that didn't happen. And like I mentioned, Jimmy G is just a stopgap quarterback. He's going to be there for a year or two. And I think you can bring in Will Levis. He can sit behind Jimmy G for a year and possibly be ready next year. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Wow. That's that's not a bad take at
Seahawks
all.
select.
I'm not upset with
Oh,
that.
they every corner. Devin Witherspoon. Oh, the draft is
Devin
getting
with
Wow.
fun.
we are out.
Ooh,
Jalen. I thought it was Jalen. It
ooh,
was Devin.
Wow.
ooh.
I can see that.
Wow.
I mean, I had Devin going next. But yeah, I had Devin going six pick.
Oh, you had him
That's
six?
Yeah,
interesting.
I had a number six.
Six to
I
who?
had
Who's got a six pick?
six pick. Hold on a second. I didn't write the actual. When I did my mock, I just did it off the numbers.
Just
When I
right.
did it,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. Hold on a second. I'll
No,
tell
no,
you
I
exactly.
got you.
No, it's Detroit.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah, yeah, yeah. I had mm, damn. I missed that one.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
you
it
gotta
makes it
take you gotta take a
interesting.
little deep breath on that, don't you?
Makes it an interesting draft right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's a
you need is that
cornerback.
one to really, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm surprised at that because I thought, yeah, I saw some mock drafts out there for Bijan, a running
Mhm.
back, and I was like, mm,
Yeah,
that's way too high. But
Yeah.
yeah, in my opinion, but I saw quite a few mocks out there for Bijan Robinson. I was like, I
yeah,
didn't see
not
that coming.
Seattle.
But
Yeah,
I
not.
feel like that is a shock right there. I mean, I think most people. Well, I ain't one of the
Is
guys.
it a shock or is it a good pick?
It's a no. Believe me, I said I had him six. He's not a. There's nothing bummish about Devin Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
He's a legit talent.
Mhm.
I mean, I think most people just thought they would go with Jalen, but no.
Mhm.
It, ain't nothing wrong with him.
And why
Devin
did
is
you
Hey,
pick Jalen? What was your reason for picking Jalen over him?
um just when you start looking at the reading up on the metrics and just what he can do, how he can move and everything, I just thought that he would be the natural choice. But like I said, I'm not mad. Like I said, he's my next guy. So
Mm-hmm.
you get to a point where you're just like, I want the next guy who's the best guy on the board, who I think I who's the best pick. You had to I have like, so for example, I had Tyreek and Bichon, like I didn't know which one. I had kind of vice versa. So
Okay.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Tyreek went before Bichon or Bichon went before Tyreek. But I didn't see Devin. I thought Devin was gonna go on the six. I thought Jalen was a sure five. I don't know, maybe the consensus I think with everybody was Jalen. We didn't have anybody that didn't think he. I mean, but like I said, things happen. You know, you
Right.
got people. You got private workouts, and you know that's how
Sure.
Patrick built his whole. And that's how Pat snuck up the ranks. He
Mhm.
had he had so many private workouts, and so all those teams got to see him individually. Everybody else just saw a pro day and a combine. Those private workouts make the difference. You know, so who knows what Devin was able to what he was able to do. But
So,
congratulations to the young man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Tanisha, I have a question for you.
hmm
So, when do you have your first receiver taken off your board?
My
And
first receiver comes.
Darren, I'll be right back.
Okay,
All right.
look, let me just say this. So I know Tanisha's no longer undefeated because
Yeah, see that coming.
So
when that announcement came through, I was like,
Oh
whoa.
man, here
Yeah.
we go.
I'm just saying.
But why?
But I
But
would tell you this: I am undefeated though, because why? I got some
Oh,
Gates
whoa.
barbecue, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's where he dipped out to. Yeah,
Oh, I
Oh
okay.
didn't get.
no,
wow.
I
Yeah,
thought he was talking
what
about
did
his
he
pick. I was like, come on,
what did he go to do?
I had to go. I had to go get my dinner. Now got some.
we're going to
Got
get
some
barbecue.
Oh,
Oh, a trade just went down.
oh,
The
whoa,
well,
wait.
Cardinals are number 6 now.
Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. The Cardinals.
Yeah,
Hold
the
up, let me.
Lions traded back. The Cardinals are on number 6. They're on the clock.
give me one.
Okay, hold on a second. Who I got for the Lions? For the Arizona pick. Hold up.
So now we've got.
Well,
God
they
dang.
were at 3 originally, but then they traded out, and then now
I
they're back
know.
in.
They're
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
back in, yeah.
God dang it.
They're back in at six. What is that? 6, right?
So they moved back up to 6.
6.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I had Devin. So, uh,
They
Yeah,
could
see,
go
that's what I'm
Jalen.
trade.
saying. When you put your picks out there, it's great if everything stays in that order. Once people start shifting, moving up,
Yeah, that
trading
trade stuff
your
messes it.
picks go out
Yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
window.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah.
got to go now. You got to go look at
Yep.
that team. Say, what does that team need? They don't need
Yep.
what I have sitting there,
Mm-mm.
And then you're also thinking, what the hell are they trading up for? Because
The
some teams
Cardinals,
get real jumpy. They like, my guy ain't gonna be there. He got, they go into a panic.
they should
But
go
what are you
Jalen
gonna?
Carter here, right?
You might have
Well,
to. I
I had.
mean,
That's what I
unless you're trying to
said.
get some offensive weapons.
That's what I was saying. I'm
Well,
gonna
I
go
got to get
ahead
my
and
scroll. I
say
don't know
that
what
I
happened.
had
Hold
Jalen before him, and I'm just gonna flip it and go
So
with
let me ask you
Jalen.
a question. Let me ask y'all two a question. What do you think about Detroit with their gambling and the issues that they had and those players being
Oh,
suspended? Maybe that's causing them to move up and look for us. They lost some offensive players.
dude, let me tell you something. You know, you and I had that. You know, we had.
You went on mute, Tanisha.
You know, we had Big Pat on the podcast, and what did he say in every professional locker room? When you walk in there, it's a sign in there that tells you no gambling, no none of that. You know what I mean? So he
on. Oh, yeah, I got Pat
dealing
on
with
the
him,
show.
he was
Good.
very he didn't have any empathy for anybody that gets caught out there like that. I think it's
No, I'm
stupid.
not saying it's not about having empathy for them. I'm thinking, is that why you think Detroit is doing some trades?
Oh,
Are they
are you
looking
saying
for
is that
offensive
what's lead?
players?
Well, hell
Yeah,
yeah,
to fill
because
those gaps.
you got two guys going for a year, right? And then Williams is
Six,
Yeah,
right?
6 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
so why would you trade that? Why wouldn't you just get a? Why wouldn't you just draft a wide receiver?
it's
But
too
we
early to
Because
don't know what
draft
they're
a
going to
QB.
get. They
I
just
think
went
you
up to
got who you
6.
want.
Well,
Okay.
we don't know, right? Because they just moved up.
All right, the pick is in now.
With Carter, I'm just gonna flip him. I had it off. I'm going with Carter.
Okay.
We'll
Darren, you
see.
said you got Pat coming on the show?
No. I'm saying I'm glad you all got Pat on the show because it's kind of, you know, can't seem to get him on anything else. Give me 1 second. I got to take this call.
The pick is in. They hugging.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Yeah, they're real happy.
they real
Yeah,
happy, ain't they? They got who they want.
they
What
got their
they
guy.
say? What they say? The war room.
Yeah, yeah.
The war room is happy. They up in there hugging bear hugs. Yeah, they happy for real. Yeah, they happy. I'm thinking Jalen because Witherspoon is gone. I mean, I'm still rolling with Jalen. I thought Jalen he
Okay.
might have dropped, might have lost a million or two. Let's see what we got here, Mr. Carter.
You,
Get up on that
you ain't say a
stage.
million or two, did you?
Yeah, you know how it is. You know, let me hit that. Let me hit that tracker real quick, and I definitely tell you what it is. What we got? Ooh,
Oh,
Paris Johnson.
they went offensive
Didn't see
line.
that coming. Did not see that coming. I
Paris
saw that,
Johnson. See,
dude. I did see that on mock drafts.
offensive tackle.
I thought he was a little high, but I did see it on. I saw it on several mock drafts that he went really, really high, and I was like, because I think I had him in like 9.
Mm.
I think I had him. Yeah, I had him in number 9. Oh man. Well,
Wow.
hey, I don't own a franchise. Reality just kicked in, didn't it? I don't own a franchise. Shoot, I don't own one. They know what they doing. I don't.
All right, this is when it starts getting interesting. Got the
Yes,
Raiders
it
at
Yeah.
does.
7 next.
Yes, it does because I'm
The
trying to
Raiders are
tell you.
always interesting.
Oh yeah, baby. This is real good right now.
Will Levis,
Uh,
That's that's
Who's
your
up on
call,
the clock
right?
ooh,
next?
the
Who's on the
Raiders.
clock?
The
Who's
Raiders.
on?
The Raiders. Mark gave
Yeah,
a
the
good
Raiders.
argument. He gave a good
Raiders
argument
at 7.
for Levis.
Gonzalez. I got Christian Gonzalez.
Go corner.
I got Christian Gonzalez. Yep.
they do need to show up their defense.
Yeah.
Yep. I ain't one to gossip though. I got Christian Gonzalez. I done missed 2 in a row. You know, they might go
I'm
Lucas
gonna give
Van
you
Ness.
a little bit of credit though because they did change out did some swaps. So I ain't gonna hold it against you.
Yeah.
I know you were
They
excited about your picks, your little sheet.
I know I saw people really high on Van Ness for the Raiders. And then I also saw, believe it or not, I saw some action people put a quarterback up in there. And I'm thinking like, you're gonna put a quarterback and let him sit behind, maybe let him sit behind Jimmy G. That's not too far. You know, I saw
Yeah,
a
that's
bunch
what
of
Mark was saying.
I saw some wheels. I saw some
So,
Will Levis on that.
I want to let the people know, let you all know. Tuck is going to be in the press room when they bring CD Estrada. So when we do, I'm gonna bring that up so we can hear the
Absolutely.
questions, comments, and so
Cool.
I'm gonna ask everyone to mute their mics and stuff so we can hear the comments and the questions stuff that are being asked. Well, so once he comes up, I'll see on here when he joins from there, and we'll be we'll take it to him as well to bring people to some of the behind the scenes stuff. So.
Okay.
And I do got to give a shout out to my mom. I know she's watching. She texts me. So if I don't, she's gonna be commenting and she won't cook for me. So gotta
Shout out to
let her know.
mom.
Yeah, shout out to mom.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna shout
Tanisha,
out
what about
my boy T Marcus. He watching, and I
You said
got
what
some
now?
family members. My sister's watching, so
no?
appreciate y'all tuning in. And
Yeah,
I was
my
Darren,
pick is
thank you for inviting us.
You're very welcome.
absolutely. Yeah, I got
I mean, y'all
Gonzalez
too
going
big
on
time
this one.
for me now. So
You
Yeah, I
said what
got
now?
cornerback.
I said
I
y'all
got
too
him
big
going
time for
cornerback
me.
right here
Oh, please,
for
please.
the Raiders because you got Jimmy G. He's in the system. You know, he done brought him back over. He worked with him with the Patriots. I feel like he knows that he knows the offense. So I think he I don't think he rushes up here to get a quarterback. I'm going with the I'm going with a cornerback for
What
the
So
about
for the
so 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 hold on. So let me jump in real quick because we thought he was going number 5, but the fact that Jalen Carter is tumbling a little bit further down than we expected.
Huh?
Is this? I mean, I don't want to say it's a surprise because some people thought because of what happened he might fall out the top 10. He believes he's a top 10 pick, and well, I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna fall out the top 10 at all.
I don't. But could he go to the
It's
Raiders?
possible.
Could he go to the Raiders though? I mean,
it's definitely
Uh,
possible. I mean,
now,
if you're going
I'm
best player
yeah.
available at this point,
If
he's the best
if
player
Right.
available.
if that's exactly right, Mark. If you're going best player available, he is the best player available as far as on my list. But I don't know. I
Say that
had,
3
like I
times
said,
real fast, Tanisha.
no,
I'm
please
not gonna
don't.
be able to do it.
Please
I'm
don't.
not gonna be able to do it.
No, don't do.
I stutter anyway. You gonna get up here and make fun
Darren
of the
said, "Don't
handicap.
do it."
You making fun of the handicap on
You ain't
live.
nowhere near it.
Oh no, no. But look. Obviously, for who the Arizona Cardinals got, a lot of people compare him to Ronnie Stanley, A lot of people lean on his high school tackle tape. They do see, according to Tuck, they look at him as a projection pick. But look, when you get this drafted this high, and look in this division, you got to have somebody to protect your quarterback, especially Kyler Murray, to keep him from getting injured again. So I think this is a good pickup for him. But they are going to have to address that wide receiver room sooner or later, maybe within the draft and free agency, especially if you're not going to have DeAndre Hopkins here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. It looked like some folks finna fall down in the draft. It
Oh,
looked like we about
absolutely.
to
Well, I
see.
think that part's obvious. We don't,
Yeah,
we're
it looked like we
limited.
finna see some drop offs. Some drop offs. If they go
You done
quarterback
seen a
here,
few.
we definitely about to see some drop off. They showing Will over there, but I'm really thinking Gonzalez, but they focused on him, so that usually is a hint.
What about Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech?
He should have been already been gone in my opinion, but
We only got
uh,
so many picks so
I had
far. So.
well wait actually I had Tyree going. I had Tyree going number 8.
Okay, to
So Nick,
Pittsburgh.
So he
I
should
That'd be
be
got
next.
going.
I got him
Okay.
going next. I got Tyree going next. Ooh, let's see
All right,
what
the
we
Raiders,
got
hold
here.
on, their pick is in.
Oh boy, they done focused on Will, so it almost make you feel like they know something. You know what I mean? Yeah, right here.
Okay, so hold on. So going back to the Texans Cardinals trade, all they did was essentially swap picks. And I mean, all they essentially got was a first round pick next year. I mean,
They got a 2024 third round.
yeah, but I'm saying, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that's 2 years down the way. Okay, so they don't get nothing for
Yeah.
next year. 2 years, okay, that's okay. I got mixed up on
Yeah,
that, but yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, Texas, that was a
they did a
smart
little
pick.
swappy swap.
That was a smart pick by the Houston Texans. That was a good trade to get Will Anderson, and then really that's all you gave up was 2 picks in 2 years from now. Oh no, that's awesome.
And they still have 2 first-round picks next year.
Next
Yeah,
year.
Mm-hmm.
and plus
Yeah.
they got a pick from them next year too. I think they got 2 picks from them next year, or a pick from them next year.
Oh yeah, they in good shape.
Yeah, so
Jimmy G 3 years 72.7 mil. Yahtzee.
what happened?
Damn.
Nah,
He
they're
ain't
This
take
showing
show
Timmy
Yahtzee,
G's
did
contract.
they?
They said Jimmy G 3 years 72.7. I said Yahtzee. 72 mil. Come on, buddy. Yahtzee.
Mm.
Yes, Lord. What you got, Mark? Who you got? You going with best player available, Jalen, or you going
I
with
would, I would, I would go Jalen, but I would be shocked if they get Tyree Wilson.
Ooh.
But I could also see them going corner
I-
too. I mean,
I-
because
I'm
you're in the
telling-
AFC West, I could see that.
I got Christian Gonzalez. I went with cornerback, and I might get burned here. I might be 0 for 3 here coming up here on this one.
Mm.
Come on, Christian.
Okay, I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out what are they watching, or what channel are they watching in the Raiders
Who?
draft room. No, because I'm watching on
It's
the
Tyree
ABC.
Wilson.
Yep, it's Tyree.
All right.
Yep, there he is. Hoop there. I had him next. God dang, I'm like one off every damn time.
Shout out to the Red Raiders.
I'm glad though.
Yes.
Hey, Texas Tech in the house, baby. I really thought
So you
I
thought
mean-
you said you had him as 8.
I had him as number 8. I had him going next. Actually, in the beginning, I had him when I first did my first mock. I had him as high as number 5, and then he kind of, you know how it is. You start hearing stuff, and then Will got to shining extra hard, and then you start realizing that,
Oh, so now we got who?
dude, he casket
Who on the
sharp.
clock? Atlanta on the clock now?
Yeah, Atlanta on the clock.
Dude, casket sharp. He done put his hat on. I can't even see him. He glossing so hard. I can't see his eyes. It's beautiful. All the colors. He ain't missed one. Ooh, he's big. Good Lord, that's a big man. How tall is he?
He's huge.
That's
6 foot. He's 6'6".
Oh, look how
Look at that. Hold on. Look at his neck. Look at his traps.
Look
He
how
ain't
he,
got no neck.
look how he did the commissioner.
He ain't got no neck.
I don't want to, man.
You saw how he did the commissioner though.
He's casting these little. And
This
I don't know
sucker
what
picked
the hell
him
he
all the
got
way
on.
up like he was a baby. Good
You don't
Lord.
like that drip
6'5".
there?
Dude, that's
The drip is
6'5",
fine, but I'm the outfit.
271. Dude, 6'5",
Oh
271.
Lord,
What's not to like?
Commissioner, love that man. Hey, look, and see, look, I'll tell you something. The reason why so the Players Association don't really care for that is because the next time you see the commissioner, he's gonna be the one suspending you. You know what I'm saying? And y'all
Damn.
giving him up, hugging
Yeah,
him up, and
but you know
showing
what? We
some
got to
love.
have some fun. Let's start off on a good note
But you could also just
before
shake
you
his
go out
hand,
there and ruin my
you could, al-
life.
but you,
You know
but
what I
you could
mean?
also shake his hand and thank you for the opportunity and keep
Yeah.
it moving. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But
Look
I
at
ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie though.
Ooh,
One of
Lord,
the
he
things,
big.
one of the things that I really don't like to see, and the players, and I asked the director about it. Is these players are already in debt before they even sign their contract. Because if you look at it, you talk about the drip that they're wearing. I mean, that's like, come on, man.
Them jokers
Hey,
ain't in no debt, man. Don't make.
look,
Okay,
let me
all
tell
right,
you something.
okay.
They got an aunt, somebody that can hook them up. Ain't that right, Linda? They got somebody that can make sure
Oh
they look
Lord,
fly.
oh
They
Lord.
Yeah,
got
that suit
somebody.
right there. Yeah, no. You know they
What?
gonna get a chain.
Yeah,
They
they
got to
got
get the
somebody that's
obligatory
gonna make sure
chain, and
they.
then they gotta get. Yeah, come on
Yeah, so
now.
they got somebody in the family that's successful that's gonna make sure they looking good when they
They
go
got
up in
enough
there.
to say, "Oh, you gonna look right going out there on that first night." Yeah, come on
Right.
now. Mm-mm.
I
You
remember when
representing the fan.
LeBron was getting.
Come
I
on,
remember when
Darren. You know
LeBron was
that.
getting ready to get drafted,
Hell,
and he had
it's
that Jeep, that truck, and they was like, "How did he afford it?" I'm like,
he had
"Dude,
a
don't worry about."
Humvee. He had got all
Yeah,
kinds
yeah.
of money.
He was like, I
Humvee
was like,
with
"Why you worry about?"
PlayStations in the back. Let me tell
He
you
ma-
something. Let me tell you something, Darren. You know, come on now. You know they'll go down to the barbershop and get some money together to get that boy a suit to show up. He ain't going out there looking bad. Mm-mm. Who you got next, Tanisha? Oh, they talking Will Levis for
And
Atlanta.
man, boy, they better not.
I don't see that.
Hold on, because
You
here's
don't
the
see
thing.
it?
Well, no,
I think
hold on. Hold on. Before you go, Mark, here's the thing. If I'm Atlanta, you gonna give me Will Levis, and I could have had Lamar Jackson. I'm just
No,
saying,
well, you couldn't have had nothing because the date didn't pass, right? Didn't
huh?
didn't 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 Baltimore play it right?
Well, yeah, they could have matched. But
It's a
what I'm saying
question,
is, yeah, I'm
not a
saying
statement.
that.
It's a question.
No, what I'm saying is that if you gave Lamar what he wanted, they may not have, you know, they
But I'm
may not
saying,
have. So.
was that risky? Because remember when it first happened, Atlanta said we out. So I think they knew that whatever they were going to put on the table, Baltimore was going to match. Maybe they knew something nobody else knew. Because
yeah,
I
I
don't
think.
think they. Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no, you're good. Were you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. No, I was gonna say, I think Atlanta's gonna give Ritter a chance. They picked him in the third round last year, so I think they're gonna see what they got there. Atlanta, they can go a lot of different places here. They can go defense. Don't be shocked if they go Bijan Robinson. I wouldn't be shocked by that
I'm
either.
I'm I'm thinking the same thing
Yeah,
because you
Tanisha,
have Cordell
can you hear
Patterson,
Tanisha?
but still,
Yeah, I couldn't hear Tanisha. I saw her talking, but I
I
couldn't hear
said
her.
Bijan
Oh,
Robinson
there you
is
go.
who I have.
Yeah, I could
okay.
I
see
got
that. I
Bijan
could see that.
Robinson right here, number 9 on my list. Bijan Robinson.
Well, the pick
Okay.
is
Um,
in, so we'll
like I
see.
said, we go. That's all. Because I had him. I had.
I really want him
I
to end up
really had I had
in
a
Philly
vice
though.
versa between Tyree Wilson and Bijan Robinson. I didn't know who would go, but like I said, Bijan is left, so that's who I'm rolling with.
All right, Mama, I already shouted you out, but I'll do it one more time because you watching. So
You said
shout
mama.
out to Mama. Okay, all right, there you go. You got your shout out. If you ain't watching, that's on you.
Hmm.
Oh, you better watch your tone talking to Mama. I ain't
Exactly.
like
You
the
better
end
put
of
your
that. I ain't like
inside
the end
voice.
of that.
You better put your
Yeah,
inside voice on,
yeah.
Darren, before
You
you
had a
find
little
yourself
flex.
outside.
Thank you, because he had a
Hey,
little flex there on the end, didn't he?
hold on. Look, she understood. That's why she said thank you, because I said what I said.
Did you say it with no bass though?
Oh, okay.
Hold on,
Okay.
Hey, don't let me find out.
Don't mess
hold
around and have your
on,
mama's
hold on,
hand
hold
come
on,
to the camera.
Look,
you said for
Linda,
real.
don't let me find out he think he on testosterone overload. Hold up, till you get to the house and she don't want to make him nothing to eat.
She don't want to let him in.
Hey, hold on. True story, true story. So when I was down at Lincoln University, I was working for the school. lived in Jeff City, Missouri, compared to Kansas City. It was a 2-hour drive. My mom said something, I ain't like what she had to say. And I was like, I don't care. And I hung up on her. And she was like, don't have me come down. I was like, oops, I'm sorry. Because I know she would have got that car.
You hung up on your mama and
I
you
did. I was
to talk
mad.
about it.
I was mad. Hold on. Hold on. I had 2 hours to make amends. So, I was like, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I was like, Mama, I said
He
cell
talking
service.
from afar, Linda, from afar.
No,
From
hold on.
real far.
Hold on.
All right, here we
I told
go.
her
I'd
it was my
have been
Sprint
looking
service.
over my shoulder the whole time.
Here
It was
we
my
go.
Sprint service.
We got Bijan, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Who's making
Bijan.
this pick? At number 8, but y'all said number 9. That would have been Chicago. That's interesting. I'm curious to see how this unfolds.
I had a flip flop between Tyree and Bijan, so both teams could have took either or. So it's the trades that start messing you up. Oh, come on up here, little guy. What we got? He's smiling. I see you.
Oh yeah, they start bringing the fans up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see you smiling. He happy. Oh, he happy. I feel you, buddy. He from ear to ear, ain't he? Oh my. Pull that on out. Let's get it, Bijan.
Look at
What I
yeah,
say?
he is.
Hey, there we go,
ooh,
Mark.
He taking deep breaths.
We right back
Bijan.
in it, baby. We right
Yeah.
back in it, Mark. Oh, look at Bijan. He got the high top fade locks. That's a whole nother level.
Did
High
you
top
guys see
fade
the
locks.
Eagles traded up a spot? They must love somebody.
Oh, the Eagles just traded up.
Yeah, they were at 10. Now they're at 9. They're on the clock.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold
Oh.
up. They messing up my stuff now. Here they go with their nonsense. Okay,
Watch
so I
them take
got
Watch
Bijan
them
right.
take Jalen Carter. They're gonna take Jalen Carter. Watch.
Oh man.
Not a bad. Who did they lost? They lost some folks.
So we got Bijan.
They lost some
Bijan-
folks in that secondary. Gardner and who else did they lose?
But what's going on with
Well, they brought back Bradbury and Darius Slay, but they did
Hold on a
lose
right,
second.
but they
Gardner.
lost Gardner
Hey,
and who
my
was the
man
other
clean
guy?
though. I like that. I see. It's
Hold on, who-
simple with that black. Black.
Hold
Hey,
on.
now see now.
They messing up
My
stuff.
man saw
Hold
me in
up.
the turtleneck yesterday, and he had his ready. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I've
See,
seen
Wait a
some
minute.
interviews with this
So,
guy last
you
week. I
said
like this
the
kid.
Eagles.
see, folks be
The Eagles pick was
Folks be paying
originally
attention.
which they were originally number 10. They moved up to 9, right? Is that what you
Yeah.
just said?
they were 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were number 9.
So they must
Number 10.
love somebody. Watch them go Jalen Carter here.
I think that I don't know if they look. I think they who they should. I think they're looking at who's on the board left. Like, thank you, somebody done failed. We didn't
Well,
expect them to be here.
They ain't going
And-
after Will Levis. I can promise
yeah,
you that.
you're right.
That
You know what I'm
sounds
saying?
I mean,
that sounds like Jalen Carter, right?
Yes, it does. It's sounding
Hey.
real Jalen Carterish
Hey,
to me.
hey, Jalen Carter with that defense that they.
Because I can't. Because I got on here. I got Peter Skorzynski, but I can't imagine them going ahead and taking him when Carter on the board.
All right, so we do have Tuck.
You have to
in the
get best
building.
available, right, Mark?
Yeah. If you're the Eagles, you definitely go best available here.
Hell yeah, they didn't expect to get
Yeah.
Jalen Carter. They didn't
Yeah.
expect Jalen to fall in their lap.
Oh my gosh. On
Think
that
about
D
that.
line, Jalen Carter with on
Thank
that
you.
D
That's what I'm
line.
talking about. Think about that nonsense. I bet they happy as I don't know what over there. Over here talking about Lucky Charms and everything.
Mhm.
Them son guns happy. Because if they don't take him, I'm confused.
Yeah.
You got to take him, right? You got to
The pick
take
is
him.
in, so
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah, it's got to be Jalen.
Yeah, they gotta fill some gaps. They
Hey.
lost a couple. Like you said, they brought back Bradbury, they brought back Slay, but you lost two. You lost
Yeah,
two
and-
key ones in that secondary.
They bumped up because they like, we got our guy on the board. What is he doing on the board? That's Jalen.
Yeah, and the
all day.
pick is in already.
Yeah, it's in because they moved up for it.
They know who they want.
They knew exactly who they wanted. It's gotta be. Oh, we pretty, ain't he? Bijan, he got earrings and just shining. We pretty. He look like he about to cause some problems over there.
He done made you go. He done made you go blurry. You all right?
I know, right? I was confused. I didn't know if I got so hot and bothered. It fogged up. I'm not sure. Let me go ahead and try again. Let me get off camera and see if I
Yep,
can.
you got it, Jalen. Jalen, they showing him. I
Yeah,
don't know if they called his name yet, but I know they showing Carter.
Let me see if I got.
He ain't got no neck either.
Dude, you don't need no neck when you that strong. You just walk around here like this.
Oh yeah, they in there clapping. Look at Sirianni.
Is he happy?
Yeah,
You know he happy. And Jalen like, yes. Yeah. It's the best week of his
that's
life.
Slay in the back of the room.
Yeah, Jalen over here like, I'm getting extra people.
Mhm.
I didn't expect to get. Yeah, that's gonna be Jalen. If it's not Jalen Carter, it's attack of lunacy running around in the camp. Right?
Yeah, no,
It's a
seriously.
it's attack of lunacy running around in the camp if it ain't. Talking about the pick Benny in for 4 minutes.
That's the one thing about the draft. How long we been on?
Yeah,
And we ain't got
all
through 10
right.
picks. Oh, they make me. Yeah, it makes that. And then this
but
goes
it's the
on
excitement
till
attached to it.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's excitement attached to it though. Come on.
And you a real fan if you still watching on Saturday.
Right. Like in the 400th pick.
I just need somebody to let me know what happened on Saturday.
Look, Dijon
Right,
University.
Yeah.
Look,
I need to know who the
Dijon
last
University.
dude is.
Ain't nobody ever heard of it.
That's the day when they don't even show all the announcements that get
Right.
made.
They
Now,
like
You just see it. You see at the bottom ticker.
Right. They
That's
like
it.
Grape Upon University, the number 98. Like what? Mustard? Yeah. He's
Yep.
spicy. You just start calling it mustard. Yeah, you don't know what's going on. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I love it though.
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
know why.
Darren, you
Yes.
was talking about these dudes needing money to buy stuff. They don't need nothing. Remember, they got NIL deals.
Yeah, they do now. That part is
Right. Hell, they don't need no money. They have money.
LSU was like, we ain't in no rush to go pro.
Okay.
The girls was like, we good.
Yeah, Angel said, I'm not in
Angel.
a rush. She's like,
And you
I'm
saw they just got old girl in the transfer program.
All right, so check it out.
Good.
All right, so check it out. So when Tuck comes back on and he drops into our queue, I'm going to mute everyone so we can hear the press conference because we just missed Bryce Young, but CJ Stroud is coming out next. So when he shows up, I'm gonna mute everyone. So if he,
how we miss Bryce?
Well, when I was going to him, he said that our audio was coming through. So so let me. I'm trying to think.
Come on, Jalen. I had Peter, but it's definitely gonna be Jalen. Yep, because Jalen is on the board. Did we kill him, Mark? We got it.
Absolutely.
That was a no-brainer. They thought they wanted Peter. To Jalen failed. Jalen like, Lord, thank God. Get me on up out of here. I almost got at the top 10.
Yeah, because you had him in what, 5?
I had him number 5.
Number 5.
So he dropped 5 picks. That's a lot of millions. About 10 million down.
He'll be fine. But my question is, did they really need to try? Well, I mean, I guess it's one spot, so they didn't have to give nothing up, I guess.
Dude, that's a defensive tackle. What you talking about?
Philly.
They went up one spot.
Yeah, if it was one spot, I don't know what they could have gave up. Right.
Yeah,
one spot to get a whole stud from Georgia.
And who they trade with? Because
Chicago.
They must have thought Chicago was really going to get that dude.
Probably not. They
get a little paranoid.
Shoot, why not?
Yeah,
Chicago's got money.
The Eagles gave
got
up.
money to
Chicago
pay
got
everybody.
a thing full of money. Did they call his name already?
Yeah, they called him.
Yeah.
Oh
Jalen
no,
Carter.
I'm delayed because I'm coming from an iPad.
He crying like a baby
Yeah.
too with his big old self. Come up in here looking like a teddy bear.
That's all he is, a big teddy bear.
Look like a big old teddy bear. Come here, Puddin'.
So the
Come in here
Eagles,
just looking
they
like
gave
a
up a
big old
4th round
teddy
pick
bear. I love
next
it.
year.
Oh, that's a big man though.
Yeah, you
Look
know
at
I
him.
love my Georgia team.
Yeah, get it together, baby. There you
Look
go.
what they
It's
got to
okay.
start off with. This is what I hate. Look what they started off with.
They always
President
do
at
that.
the scene of a car crash.
They always
Really?
do that.
Oh, that's unnecessary roughness. That's not okay.
Boy,
You know what happened? You remember when they had to pull him? He pleaded no contest because
Yeah,
they
no, I
were.
remember all that, but this is draft night. This the best night. Family recording and all that. That's what you gonna pop up there
Yeah, I do
because
not
that's how these
remember them.
clowns are.
I do not remember them showing Baker Mayfield running for the police getting tackled by a dude in church shoes on draft night. I don't remember it,
They did not
and I
show that.
like Baker, but to each his. We got to be fair. And like I said,
Yep.
I've been repping Baker. You don't want nobody, and I'm like, hey, he got a chance. You know what I'm saying? He up there in Tampa, so he got a chance to reinvent himself. But
Okay,
yeah,
I didn't even, I didn't even pay attention, but I can't lie. I do like how they got the colors changing in the background. Union Station. Hmm.
Oh yeah, it looks really nice.
yeah. Okay.
Commissioner and the commissioner probably whispering, "You know, I'm gonna see you soon, right? You know, I'm gonna see you soon, right?"
Hey, look, but you can always tell the team that's close. They like, hey, we gonna look through all them problems. We gonna put him in therapy. We gonna coddle him. Yeah, I
Okay, the Chicago Bears' pick is in. So who do you all have going to Chicago?
oh my god, now
For the
let me
Bears.
mess my
I
list up.
do you go lineman or do you go Nigba?
I think they go
Jackson.
offensive line here.
Yeah, because old boy was
Darnell
running for
Peter
his life
Darnell Wright.
last year.
Peter Skorzinski.
Yeah, they got to protect Justin Fields.
Peter
Yeah.
Bo-
Yeah.
Peter Skorzinski. That's who I'm
I
rolling
mean,
with.
but
Yeah,
you
we
It's
could.
talked
either
about him
that or it's
earlier.
either gonna be
Oh,
Peter or Nolan Smith.
I mean, but you could. Yeah, I mean, you could get him Jackson Smith. You know, he
It,
needs some wide
it,
receivers too.
I think
Get a
it's gonna
former
be
teammate.
Peter.
now
It's
that you
gonna
got to
be
protect
Peter or
him in order
Nolan.
for him to
No,
throw.
I know. I'm just saying.
You hear me,
Yeah,
Mark?
he
Peter or
took a
Nolan.
No.
beating last year.
I say
Oh,
it's
you
either
got
gonna be
Peter.
Peter Skorzinski or Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith.
Yeah, I got
One
I
of
got
those two.
Peter. I think it's
You
gonna be
got
Peter.
Peter. I got Peter
Yeah.
as well. But I said I got Peter. I got my. It may be Nolan on the back end, but I think it's gonna be Peter. Go on and give him a little power hug, man. Sitting up there looking like Winnie the Pooh.
She looked like she had a wedding. His mama looked like she had a wedding.
He just so cute, little self. They're just big, just. I love it, boy. I love this moment.
Hey,
You just
This is
that's
want to you
when
right.
just want
It's
to
a
pinch you
this
want
blessing.
to
is
pinch
They
his
when
know.
cheeks.
this is when everything you work for comes to fruition and you get to enjoy it. I love to see
Yep.
Yeah.
those men that have worked their whole lives and to see their dreams come true. It's nothing like it. It's
Nope.
nothing
It's
like
life
it.
changing. Just life changing right here.
Yeah, look at him. He just look like a kid now. In a minute, he gonna be about to break your neck next Sunday. But right now, he just look like you want to hug him.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I like old dude. He good people. That's all right, Jaden. You go out there and you prove everybody wrong, baby.
So you got Peter scores.
Yeah, we both got Peter.
Yep.
How you say his
My
name? Skornoski?
yes,
Skornoski?
I done jacked it up so
Skornoski.
bad.
Northwestern, I know. I know.
Yeah, I messed
But
it up,
this kid
but
talking about Jalen.
my backup was Nolan Smith. That's an easy name. So it's either Peter or
Yeah.
Nolan, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know me, I was a heavy Georgia fan, so I'm happy
Yeah,
about the last pick. Yeah.
I'm just happy about
About
Jalen
Carter.
because
Yeah. He
you
played.
got
I mean, they played. They had a awesome defense. The last couple of years, they had an awesome defense. So yeah.
here we go. This is the pick where we were nervous as I don't know what up in the Mahomes household.
Oh,
This
number 10.
this number 10. This right around when Lee ran over and started making phone calls about two picks up, and next thing you know, he was like, "Get the hat." So
Like,
let me
hey,
get you.
if you
So
want
let
to do
me
business with me again, you better draft my guy.
exactly. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Pick is in. Ooh, Darnell Wright.
That's what
Mm,
I said.
Darnell. Did you pick Darnell Wright?
I
Oh, you
did.
call that one?
Oh,
Yeah,
Darren called one.
yeah.
Okay.
I said down
Okay.
the right. I said, but if they go wide receiver, I was gonna say that's what I said his teammate from Ohio State. But yeah,
That's
that's
a
what's up.
tackle though.
Okay.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, you all said that they
Yeah.
needed a tackle, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
knew it was
have
definitely O line for sure.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm trying to
Okay.
where you got Darnell at? Um Where you got Darnell at, Mark? I got Darnell all the way. I got him. Damn, I ought to be ashamed of myself. I had him as the 25th pick
Yeah,
Oh
I
on
had
my
him
wow.
like
board.
I
Yeah, I
had him
had him
around
all.
like
I
the
missed
17,
something.
18 range.
Yeah, I missed something. I had him down on the 25th. Let me see if I had him as a sub on any of the other ones. No, I straight had Darnell down to the 25th pick. Yep, I really missed on that one.
So according to you, they reached on that one.
According to me, they reached.
According to your analysis.
They reached. And I ain't one to gossip. So you ain't heard it from me. But if he don't turn out to be that dude, we gonna revisit this next year and we gonna say, oh, Tanisha said they reached. But yeah, I had him down to the 25th pick. I ain't gonna lie.
Just make
Yep.
sure you keep that notebook handy. Don't lose it.
Well, we on film right
Right.
now. It's video out here, baby.
Oh, you're
It's
right. You're
video. They
right.
got me.
Yeah.
You got me now. I'm
Yeah.
owning that. I'm owning that. I sure did. I messed that
So
up. I
who we
had
got next
Darnell.
year?
Had Darnell down on the
Got
25th. Go
Tennessee
ahead,
next.
Now
Tennessee.
here's the Tennessee pick. I've
Ooh.
seen quarterbacks.
Will
Oh, he
I've
Levis?
seen
was. This the one
I've
they was
seen
talking about
quarterbacks
Levitts.
on here,
Yeah, this is the one where they was talking about Levitts.
but I'm gonna be honest with you. In my mock, I had the first mock. I had Paris, who's already gone. Okay, I had him in number 11 here, and then I'm trying to look through all my mocks here to see where he fell.
Oh my gosh, another Transformer movie.
I got Zay Flowers is my alternate when we're Paris Johnson. So we keeping it real. So I'm gonna put Zay Flowers because that's fair. That's the only person that I got in that slot. It's on here. Zay Flowers would be my alternate. Paris is already gone, so I'm gonna stick with Zay Flowers.
That's funny you say that because I was going to say I'm not predicting this to happen, but I wouldn't be shocked if the first receiver gets taken here.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
tell you one thing. If
But
that happens,
so you got Zay Flowers over JSN.
yes, I do.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
got Zay
Okay.
that
Flowers.
is very interesting.
Yep, and I got JSN next. I
Okay.
have him as number 12. I have Zay Flowers, and then I have JSN going number 12.
Oh, so you got back-to-back receivers. I can't hear you now.
Said I got back to
There
back
you go.
receivers, Zay Flowers, and then JSN next.
Okay. Okay.
And that's me being a little risky, but
Yeah.
hey.
Just out of curiosity, where do you have Jordan Addison?
Oh, I got Jordan Addison in number 23 going to Minnesota.
Okay. Okay.
I got him
Hmm.
going to Minnesota at 23.
Hmm.
That's who I want in Kansas City.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
You know,
we'll have to trade up though, most likely.
but my Cowboys slash Kansas City fan.
You're what?
Cowboys slash Kansas City fan. My nephew
Don't be
showed up in
scared.
20.
Say it. Say it. Say it with your chest.
Hey, I'm a Cowboy slash Kansas City fan.
Or is it Kansas City / Cowboys?
It's hey, I'm a Cowboy slash Kansas City fan. Now here it is. When they play Kansas City, I turn to a whole Kansas City fan. But everybody else, I'm rolling with them boys. You know what I mean?
Okay.
In the Cowboys, so they don't meet up very often. And
I
when they
give you that.
do, I'm team Mahomes. You know what I mean? It's but we are from Texas. I think I came home from the hospital with a Cowboy onesie. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to me. It's not fair. I don't have to. You can't hold me to the same standard. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Is it pick in yet? All right, I think we right. Who you got, Mark? You say you think I got to hear something. I got to hear something.
Okay.
You got to call somebody.
I'm gonna
Oh, they
say
clapping
give
up
me.
there. Oh, they done got who they want. They clapping. They clapping hard in the war room.
I'm gonna say Luke Van Ness.
Ooh,
Hmm.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got Luke Van Ness at I think he is my number 14. I got him
Okay.
number 14.
What's their
My
biggest
14
need,
pick. So somebody else do
though? What's
too.
their biggest need?
Daniel Jeremiah has him at number 14 as well, but you might be right.
We're
Who
about
does
to
he
see.
have right now? Oh, he got Will. No, he has a. Why does he have an 11th pick? It's a skip. Why do they have a? You see 8, 9. This is 8, 9, 10, 12 on the screen.
Oh yeah, it skipped 11.
It skipped 11.
Maybe,
What is it supposed to be? Peekaboo?
hey, maybe Will Levis shouldn't open up his mouth talking about Carolina was going to take him number one.
Well, that's a rumor. Some dude on Reddit said that.
I know.
Oh, they said that's what the kids
Yeah,
said.
and Will Levis said, "Don't believe what you hear on the internet." So I'm gonna defend him on that one.
All right.
Hey, the Maz, dropped
And here's
quickly
my
too, though.
thing: I don't think Will goes because they got Malik Willis.
What
Yeah,
that?
I agree with that.
Do they have any confidence in him? I mean,
They let you gotta let. It's a young guy. You. Now he got a little
But when-
game time. Do you let him go? Take
but
the
when did they
training
get
wheels off.
Malik Willis last year? Because they picked
Who
him
is
up in the
this?
second round
Oh,
or
they
the third
popping.
round.
What just happened? I think Malik is okay, and I'm willing to go with one of these
But what was he,
receivers.
Tanisha, second round?
Malik Willis.
Yeah, because he dropped
Ooh,
way down in the
damn,
draft.
I
What was
can't.
he?
Oh Lord, don't ask me. You know,
He
you
went
know,
the
I
third.
almost.
He went the
the third
third.
round.
Okay. Yeah, he
Yeah.
had dropped. He
Yeah,
dropped a
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
I was about to lie. I sure thought he was in the second, at the bottom of
Look
the
at
second.
Mike
But he was in
Vrabel.
the
He ain't
third,
looking like he was when they gave away AJ Brown.
right? Oh, dude, for real. He want to stab everybody in the organization
Everybody
when they gave away AJ.
in the eye. He want to stab him in the eye.
He was like
Not
he
the
was
eye.
hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, in the eye, not just.
Oh,
yank, 'cause
Peter, hey, Mark,
Oh,
Peter in the
we were
house.
pick off. Yeah.
No, we got him.
Oh no, I said Peter for the last pick.
You said Peter for the last pick.
Yeah, because remember they took Darnell Wright instead of Peter.
What did we just say? I said Zay Flowers, didn't I? My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
said
said
Zay.
Peter on the
Yeah,
last pick. We were pick off. Damn, you
yeah.
know what? That's messed up, man. That means that we
Somebody
are
looked shocked. Whoa!
for some amateurs. We just like a couple of drafts and winning this joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We've been like
yeah.
one pick off.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Facts.
Yeah, we're good.
If they hadn't messed us up with them little trades, we'd have been in the house.
Yeah.
What?
They
Who
messed
is
us
this?
up.
Peter to who?
Peter Skorskinsky. Come
You
on,
know
dude
what?
from
Hey,
Dorsey.
that's
He from
that's who I was gonna say
Northwestern.
too.
from Northwestern. Yeah.
He from Northwestern.
That's
He's
what I
a
was gonna say,
two-time.
but
He's a first team. Don't play. Dude is
No.
legit.
I was asking you all what was their need because I was gonna go him because he's an offensive guard.
Dude is legit. He on everybody board. I had him at number 10, and then he ended up number 11, which Peter and Paris. I mean, I had Paris at number 11. I really had Paris too low. I, I think on one I had him at 9, and then one I had him on 11. That's the lowest I had him. And one of my earlier mocks, I had him, I think, at number 9, and then he dropped down to 11, and then I completely missed the mark because he went all the way up.
What's this dude's size?
Peter,
6'4".
big. Look at Will. Look at Will Levis over there. He is not happy right now.
I just saw
Somebody-
a report, I believe, from. Well, let me see who was it from. Hold on.
But it's okay, Will. Don't worry about that. That's motivation, baby. That's the same look Pat had when Chicago busted out talking about Trubisky, like shocked. You know, these things happen, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not,
it's a big difference.
not
though.
where it's not where you want to land on a team that is for you. You know what I'm saying? He might have
Not
thought he
just
was going.
right.
I will
Not
say-
just
Yeah,
a
you want to
number.
learn. You want to land on a team that's going
Where
to
you gonna go
complement
play.
your skill set.
I will say this. Like Patrick, even though the Chiefs drafted up, he can land to a spot where a team is actually successful, where he'll have weapons around him where he's not going to be taking a lot of punishment, and he could go somewhere where he could possibly sit a year and then and get that Alex Smith treatment. So
That's exactly what I was trying to say. It's
I said it better for you.
sometimes you land in a spot that works for you with his skill set. I mean, did you really want to play with?
Wow.
We're seeing him
The
getting
Lions
Who?
took Gibbs.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me tell you let me tell you where he was on my list. I was
Jameer
way
Gibbs, a
off.
running back, huh?
Where'd you
I
have him?
had, dude, I had Gibbs at 30.
Hey, this is a no. This is a
That's a
shocker.
that's a
This is a
that's a
shocker.
shocker for the for
Dude,
Yeah.
the
I
for the
had
for the
Gibbs at 30.
Detroit.
I had two running backs in the first, but I had Gibbs at 30.
Did you guys see who they compare Gibbs to?
Uh-uh.
No.
Jamal Charles.
That's rough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
Tennessee, baby.
there's worse players to be.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
Listen,
great comparison, but is it a real
Yeah.
comparison?
I mean,
I mean, they
there's some
compare.
attributes to his game that look similar.
Okay.
I mean, they
Yeah.
compare Pat to Jay Cutler. Ain't one to gossip, but I was
Ah,
like Jay Cutler. Okay.
So the Lions, they're going all in on this offense. They're going to be
yeah,
explosive.
and that dude, he knew because he's sitting there with the
But you
hat
know
in his
what? But
hand.
it's crazy because you got rid of Jamal Williams, and
Well,
then you
that's why
bring
you
in
pick somebody
Gibbs.
up. But did they? Who else did they lose
I mean,
with the
you know,
gambler? Did they?
they got their main guy.
They still got
Damn,
Swift.
you
Yeah.
Swift. You had
Yeah.
Swift
Okay.
and Jamal. You get rid of Jamal, and then you bring in Gibbs.
Well, did you have to pay Jamal?
Jamal was down. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me other than the fact that Jamal had such an amazing year that he might have been trying to demand some money because Jamal was leading in
That's what
touchdowns
I'm.
for the majority of
Yeah,
the
that's
year.
my question. Was it money?
Maybe it may have
They knew
been
they was
maybe
gonna have to
Jamal.
pay him, so like get rid of him now.
Yeah, maybe Jamal was like, run me my money, run me my money.
So according to Ian Rappaport, he said the fact that Anthony Richardson went where he went, it could be a very, very long night for Will Levis. Like a
Oh,
very long night.
yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what?
It's a
That
domino
makes a lot
effect.
of sense because I thought
Yeah.
I'm going. I thought, and that was. Remember we were talking about Richardson not going to Indy because that just wasn't a fit, and that's not their style, their culture
So I
at
saw some
quarterback.
mocks. I saw some mocks with him going to the Patriots. I saw some mocks with him going to Tampa Bay.
Who
Because
Levitz?
Baker, yeah, because Baker's over there. I saw some mocks with him going to Tampa Bay. I saw some mocks with him going to the Patriots too. Because a lot of people aren't sold on Mac Jones. I'm not willing to dish Mac Jones, but I think that if somebody like Belichick's best friend vouches for him, he didn't just make that up for fun. I think that he may need a little time, but I think that when you have Alabama's coach, vouching for him and saying that, he's legit, I think, you got to take that serious. So, but I've seen a couple mocks with him going to Tampa Bay, and I've seen him a couple mocks with him going to the Patriots. And
We know he ain't going to Green Bay.
oh, yeah. Oh no, Jordan Love is about to be Jordan Love in this. Hey, Jordan
I'm
Love about to get
excited.
his
I'm
shine on.
excited to see
I
what
want to see
what
what
he
he
got.
got. I liked what I saw the last time
But
he
what do you
played.
think Green Bay needs? So they gave up a
A wide
wide
receiver,
receiver.
They
Yeah,
need,
I'm thinking the same thing.
a
yeah,
wide,
because they let
I was
him
gonna say
play.
still no
JSN,
receivers taken so far. No
the
Yeah,
kid from
receivers off the
Ohio
board.
State,
Yep.
kid from Ohio
That's
State.
what I'm thinking too.
All right, you
Because
saying JSN, Darren?
Yep.
yeah, I'm with Darren on that one.
Yeah, that's what we had next. We had him. I had two back to back, and I came up short
But I thought
on
you had the
Zay.
other dude first.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I had Zay first. So if we playing fair, I had Zay before I had JSN. So I'm gonna stick with that because I'm gonna be fair, and I'm gonna go with Zay first because he's my first receiver off the board.
So I'm gonna go back to one of my other picks that I missed on. I'm gonna double back on Luke Van Ness.
Mm,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they get an edge here.
mm.
Okay.
You
I
think
can't
Green Bay
really
does?
be up. I can't
Yeah,
be upset about that, except for I got Luke Van Ness a little lower than you do. Where did
yeah.
you have Luke? Where
I
did
had
you
him like
have
at
Luke?
12.
Okay, I have him at I think 18. I think I had him on 18 on one of my mocks. Hold on, let me look and see. Luke Van Ness. Yep, 18, and I had him
Okay.
18 and 14. He's a backup for 14, but I had on my first mock, I had Christian Gonzalez going at 14 and Luke Van Ness going as a backup, but I had him as low as 18. So Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be Luke, but we'll see. It's gonna be a receiver, I believe. So I'm thinking Zay Flowers or
It'd be
JSN.
crazy if we're wrong and they just go all the way on the defense side of football.
Dude, if they go on the defense side, I know Love is
Aaron
about to
Rodgers,
start throwing popcorn and everything at home. He about to tear it up.
Love
Oh,
it, man. Hey,
they're happy in the war room.
I can assure you one thing: Love ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna be like,
No,
"Thank you for the opportunity."
Love so happy. Aaron Rodgers
He's
decided
gone.
to let him play football.
I'm so happy Aaron Rodgers came out of the dark and went to New York. I don't know what to do.
Came out of the dark.
Look,
But I'm
we'll talk
still
about
trying to
this
figure
soon
out
too.
why
Some
did
of the
the
moves.
Jets give all that up? It wasn't like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had already told Green Bay, "I'm not playing for you."
Hey, look,
He
man,
not.
you just
Why
sometimes you
the
gotta do
Jets
what
in
you
a
gotta do.
rush? Why they in a rush? I went right into the draft like, whoever I get, I get.
Mm-hmm. I
Because
didn't understand that.
yeah, that didn't make sense to me.
We'll see
I
what
would've went-
happens.
So here we go. He got Aaron Rodgers and Lazard. They them beat feet together over there. I didn't understand them getting the Jets getting rid of Elijah, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Let me see. Unless it's for Cobb. Okay, let's get it, Packers. Who you got? Zay Flowers or JSN or Ness?
Who's gonna
Luke
be
Van
right?
Ness.
Will it be me?
Way to
I
go,
got it.
Mark.
I got it.
Mark called it.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
That's good, Mark. You hit that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Golly. So
Give
they
myself
in
a pat on the
rebuild
back.
mode for real. They
Yeah,
done
because
told
I
they
would have
done
went with a wide receiver. I
yeah,
think maybe
they done told Jordan we don't expect you to win no time soon, boo.
no.
We just
Well, he
gonna
still
on.
got
build
the
around
guy.
you.
Hold on.
He's got some receivers
Didn't I
there.
just say that they were going that they go for it and go the opposite direction and go defense?
Yeah.
That's what Mark said. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you said it after he said it.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm over here working, not paying attention because I'm
Yeah,
trying to
whatever.
work.
We,
Yeah.
we'll
Give me
take
my
that.
credit, Darren.
No,
Give me my
Yeah,
credit.
exactly, Mark. I
Credit,
gave
you
you
get
credit
0.5.
back.
credit to it.
I'm
Credit
just
to
playing.
it.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I like credit.
Darren, you get
You know he
0.5.
my boy, but he don't mind skimming. He done took your idea and ran with it.
I have no
Except
idea
his video.
what the Patriots gonna do here.
Oh my.
Patriots might try to get a quarterback. They don't.
You heard what I said.
Is that what the
sure
hell is
heard.
NSYNC doing here? Oh, the Jonas, no,
NSYNC.
the Jonas Boys or whatever, Jonas Brothers. Man,
Aren't they
man,
from KC?
Hell no,
The Jonas Brothers not from KC?
not that I know of.
Yeah, not
think
But
that I
I'll
know.
listen to their music anyway, so I wouldn't know.
Mm. Dang, Luke Van Ness is 6'5", 272.
Yeah,
Nothing small about him.
that's solid though.
That's what I'm talking about. Nothing small. You just walk up.
Oh, a
You just
trade.
like
The
I'm
the
going the
Patriots are
other way.
trading back.
The
Figures.
Patriots are trading back. Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's what they do.
Yeah. Now
They ain't-
Pittsburgh's on the
they-
clock.
Oh, Pitt.
Oh, Joey Porter. I'll go with Joey Porter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
hold up.
Who does Pittsburgh
I
like
have?
here?
What was Pittsburgh's original
They were
Who was
originally.
what was they originally at?
Did they have a
Was it
first round pick?
17?
I didn't think they
Yes,
had a
it was
first
17.
round.
It was 17. It was 17.
Oh, okay.
Then it's gonna be Joey Porter.
Yep.
I
don't know. I said that first though just now.
I got it on paper.
It don't matter. We talking about right now. I said
I
it
got it on
first.
paper. You need to
Don't
write
matter.
stuff down.
I
You
don't
just
need. I
guessed
don't.
it because
Hold on.
I told
It's
you
my
earlier.
show. I don't have to.
That don't
I just
count.
got you saying.
Oh, he ain't
when-
go with
when-
the "This My Show,"
Yeah.
did he?
I
Did he
sure
really?
did.
That's what we had
Cause
today.
cause I just got you saying when y'all said they made a trip to Pittsburgh. I
No,
said
he
they
did say
drafted
it.
Joey
I
Porter. I
heard
just
you.
said that.
I
Okay,
heard you say.
so give
But
me
I'm
my
thinking
credit.
you got to
then.
go to the "It's My Show."
I'm just
Yeah.
saying because
That's
because
what
she
we
like
gotta
well,
take
my
it to that
paper.
level.
Come
Look,
on, I
it's
wrote
my
it on
paper.
paper. I wrote it on
Linda.
paper. I
Look,
wrote it on
Mark.
paper.
Mark, it's my paper. It's his
So-
show, but it's my paper. It's on here.
So
So
the
look,
Patriots.
it's so good. I don't know what happened to Tanisha, but it's all good. You know, too bad. It's glad she could join us.
Did,
It-
Oh,
you
there you
kick her
go,
off?
Tanisha.
right? That's how you feel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey, you know I
this
love her,
dude,
man.
he
I
might
can't-
as well be family, and I'm throwing him under the bus as soon as I see him. You don't
Hey,
have
man,
to worry about it.
hey, trust me, as much trash she talk, I'm still waiting for her to come back to
No,
Kansas City so we can play some
I'm not
dominoes.
worried about him.
So we can play some dominoes.
I usually let Linda handle my light work.
your light work, your lightweight.
Darren, calm yourself down. You probably rather run through hell with a pair of gasoline drawers on than to play me in dominoes. That's not you're not gonna win. You got better odds.
We
You
shall
got better
see.
odds.
We
Yeah,
shall
you're
see.
not beating me in dominoes. That's all we got in the country.
So the
That's all we got
Patriots they
left.
moved
Right, they
back
ain't
to
got nothing else to
17,
do.
Yeah,
and the
that's what I'm saying.
Patriots
That's
they
all we
also got a
have.
fourth round pick too.
The
That's all
Patriots
we
did
have.
what?
They moved back to 17, and they got a fourth round pick from Pittsburgh.
Okay, so
Ooh.
so
Okay.
let's so let's go to
Well,
so
fourth round, okay.
hold on.
You
So
know,
let's
they
say this.
some
Well, yeah,
compensatory
they do like to do that
picks.
stuff.
You know, the Patriots be coming up with like 10 other picks at the end of
Okay,
the day.
hold on. Now check this out. Now, not to say that because you usually don't see teams trade up to draft a defensive player, or especially a cornerback like this. What if they don't go Joey Porter Jr.? Where does Pittsburgh go?
I think they could go O line and look
They
at
could
maybe
go
like a
Bodrick
like.
Jones.
I was just about to say that. I could
They
see a
could go
Broderick
Bodrick
Jones.
Jones if
Yeah,
they
the
don't
tackle
go.
out of Georgia. Yep.
Yeah,
I
they
can
could
see
go
that
Bodrick
too.
Jones if they don't go. That's who I would go with. But I don't own
Yeah,
anything.
they got to protect Kenny Pickett, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kenny gonna need some time. He gonna need some time.
and they
You
got the
better
skill
act,
position players there. You got George Pickens, obviously Deontay.
dude. Yeah, I mean they let my boy Claypool roll out. Who is it?
Yeah,
Pick is in.
Claypool. Yeah, Claypool was gone for two.
Yeah, they let
What? He's in
Claypool go to
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. What pick are we on? 14.
They on
14.
14.
14.
Good lord, the Chiefs
Steelers.
ain't. Chiefs gonna be drafting tomorrow morning
Dude, yeah,
at this
that's what
pace.
happened when you win the Super Bowl.
What
That's
happens
what
when you
happened when
lose
you
too? I
win.
mean, they been picking last too.
That's what happened.
Second to last too.
You dead last. Well, we got 31 because of old Miami.
Miami
Out
doing
there
janky, acting all janky.
out
Oh
there
shoot, I got hurt.
tampering as they like to call it. Tampering. Who we got, Mark? Come on, Joey.
It's Broderick. We called it.
We called it. I said what I say.
Oh
We
Lord, see here we go with the eye.
hey, Mark.
What I say?
What I
You
say,
get
Mark?
you just get watch
No,
yourself,
you said
Tanisha.
it. You said it.
You
You
look.
said it.
You see what I hit him with?
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
What
you.
I say about it?
Come on. I said, but you asked me who else I could go with. I called him by name, like he my cousin on my mama's side of the family. I
Not
just
the
knew
cousin.
it. I know it. I know
That's a
it deep
great
down
pick for
inside.
Pittsburgh. That's a great
Yeah.
Oh
pick.
yeah,
It really is. Real, Pittsburgh good, good at harassing folks. What?
Plus, it gives them a
Everybody,
chance to run that football too. So
Yeah.
out there just getting amazing. Took Minka Fitzpatrick from Miami. I mean,
That
they
never
just.
made sense to me, but
But
good
Laramie
for them.
Tunstall went. They got rid of Laramie Tunstall and Mika Fitz. Just think if they had kept the people. They had Laramie Tunstall, but they have parlayed those picks to Miami is parlayed some picks, but I mean they gave up some players, Tunstall and Mika, and
Hmm.
quite a few others actually. Oh, look at him. He happy, looking like a big old teddy bear. Well, a little bit tougher teddy bear than the other one, but he is teddy bearish. Got some
Not teddy
braces.
bear-ish.
Yeah, he got some braces. He's teddy bear-ish.
Major emphasis on the ish.
On the ish. Right. But all right. So we got that one. Number
Cam Hayward is
he
happy.
ain't even in Kansas City. That's crazy.
Yeah, he should got invited.
You can only invite so many people because you don't want to have a situation like Will Levis is going through right
Yeah.
now.
Well, yeah.
Shit,
So,
like Lamar
Well,
went through, like a bunch of them. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers went through
Yeah,
that same crap.
a whole
that's,
bunch of them went through sitting
Oh,
there because everybody used to go to the
it's,
draft.
yeah, like you say, when you but I don't think truly, he's at number 14, but when you think about the amount of true quarter. He was ranked number 5 on Bucky's quarterback list. How many quarterbacks have gone in front of him?
Right? Didn't Mac Jones go through that a couple of years ago? They kept
Yeah.
following him
Number
around,
20,
and he was.
and it fell right to the Patriots.
Yep.
So, I don't, like I said, sometimes it's not about where you go. As long as you're in the top 20, that's all guaranteed. So, fall somewhere up in there.
No, as long
And
as you're in the first round, that's all guaranteed money.
yeah, so fall somewhere up in there, you good. And he might find it, like I said, you might mess around and somebody that decide we got somebody, but we wanna bring this young buck up and get behind a good team, somebody that that you can a red shirt
Yeah.
and don't be
So
dude.
I ain't gonna
It's a
lie though, man. A lot of these
it's a
teams,
blessing to be
they
in the league.
they don't have a chance to. They don't have the time to be redshirting unless you're essentially trying to tank.
Oh no, some of them don't.
I mean, it's not. I'm sorry, that's not right. What do we call them now? What is
What?
Washington?
I don't
the
know what it is.
The
Commanders.
Commanders.
The Commanders. The Commanders need help.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Or
So
Where's
is
their
what
it
do they?
quarterback?
Sam Howell? I think.
Sam
You
Howell.
believe that's you
Damn.
believe that's your guy?
I mean, you
My
got to
guy?
see. You
No,
got to
I'm
see.
saying. I'm saying.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
thought you were
if
talking
you
about
the Jets are
like
going
our
offensive tackle.
the Jets. What were we at? The Jets.
15.
Let me see.
Jets are
Everything all
Yeah.
messed up
What
now.
do
I
the
got.
Aaron Rodgers Jets do here?
Let me go up here.
Offensive
Oh
line.
my God! Every time somebody said it, give me a
Period.
headache.
Girl, you got to let it go, Linda.
He
I
came
do.
out the
You got to
darkness.
let it go.
I do. I really
You
do
got to
have to
let it
let it
go. I
go.
know how you feel about him, but you got to let it go. Got to let him go. Poor little Aaron, boy. Aaron be running Linda extra
Polo
hot.
airing my ass. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let it
He,
go.
he
I
be
can't
running.
give him
What you
that
call him,
energy. But
Karen? What you call
yes,
Karen Rogers?
Karen
That boy
Rogers.
Tuck back up.
She call him Karen Rogers. We at New England. Will might
What's
come
up,
off the
Tuck? What
board.
happened to the press conferences?
Will might come off the
No,
board, buddy.
nah, not to no Jets. He ain't.
No, I said no. New England should have been 14, but now it's the Jets, right?
Yeah, it's the
15,
No,
Jets. We're
15,
at
no, the
15.
15
well,
now
the
the
Jets had
Jets.
already.
So we talking from Green Bay. So the Jets to from Green Bay. So we have 15. Um, let me see who I got up in this.
Jordan,
Nolan
where you think
Smith.
the Jets are going?
I got I got Nolan Smith.
Man,
Turn
I
your
that
got
mic down some, Jordan.
turn
Nolan
it down.
Smith.
Yeah, just turn it just a little bit.
Check, check.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Um,
I
yeah,
got
I can see where we're about time for Nolan Smith, but also there's a possibility of Christian Gonzalez who's still on the board of the corner. So you can compare
what,
another.
and I thought Christian would have been gone. I had Christian as high as
Now
7.
you gotta go offensive line. You bring Aaron Rodgers in, you got to be able to protect him.
Yeah, but the thing is with the offensive line, I feel like you kind of get wiped out because you had Jones go, you had Peter Skoronsky, also Darnell Wright who went early. I know a lot of Cowboys fans were kind of hoping for that opportunity, so he's gone. So either wide receiver, corner, but
I mean, if they go O line, they can get Harrison from Oklahoma.
yeah, Anton
Yeah.
Harrison. So solid left tackle out of Oklahoma. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go with Christian Gonzalez. 15 is kind of late for expected because I think
He's
Devon Witherspoon going so
he would
early.
be the best on my board right now.
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez would be the best that I have on the. If you go off that, so you got McCole over there with the Jets.
Yeah,
Jet
McCole
on
did
the
go to the
Jets.
Jets, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Sure did for $3 million or something like that.
Wow.
Yep, not a guap to say the least, but
They picked
Yeah, I
I
something.
forgot
love
about that move. Yeah, I didn't understand that move
you know
either.
how we both felt about McCole though.
Yeah,
McCole
you know
came
I
on.
like McCole Hartman.
Yep.
Big
What
fan.
about an off the wall pick here, just for conversation's sake? Do you
Who you
think it would be
got?
crazy if the Jets went tight end here?
You could see it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
Dalton Kincaid can be an option here as well.
He sure can. I
Let's
had
see.
Dalton Kincaid at number 13.
This cat up here playing cards.
Let's see here.
I had Dalton Kincaid at number 13. So he's, but my first would be. I mean, my best available is Gonzalez and then Kincaid.
They eyeing Nolan Smith.
But
Yeah,
I have Nolan Smith as my pick.
Yeah, that's who they eyeing. He over there playing cards with his mom.
He should be because you need to be relaxed because you don't know when your name getting called. No
Right,
need,
and
They
you
ain't
happy
no
can't
need
about
to,
control
whoever
it.
they got.
ain't no need of stressing yourself out because Will look like he over there giving birth right now,
I'm
and
done.
it's nothing he can do about it. Just relax, take a deep breath, enjoy the process, and go out there and do what you do when they finally call your name. That's all you can do. I remember when Patrick was in there, I remember telling him, listen, I don't care if we have to come back day 2, day 3. You surrounded by people that love you and want you to succeed. We're here for you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of pressure on those guys when you're sitting there and you don't know when they're gonna call your name. But what
Right,
he needs to remember is that everybody probably right there with him has been there from day one, and they don't care what round he goes in. They just want to be there to support him. So just try to enjoy the process, and and then wait till your opportunity, and then seize it. That's all you can do. They always show Aaron Rodgers around this time. Just Aaron Rodgers in that
right,
war room like this. He was just
right.
Aaron was just. And then they go to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady had the long hair, and he was crying. He was out there with his mom and daddy outside crying and stuff.
You know they're gonna
I was
show
like,
Lamar sitting there with his mom.
"Yep." And then they had Lamar and
Oh, Will McDonald.
Dwayne. Remember Dwayne Haskins? He
No,
was sitting
that's
over
what they
there.
got.
Yeah,
Who?
Will
Will
McDonald.
McDonald.
Ooh, ooh. Had Will McDonald
Ooh.
going to the Cowboys.
Yeah,
God
Cowboys are
dang
getting
it.
cleaned out a little bit.
God dog. I had him
Uh,
going to the Cowboys.
How you feeling, Tuck? You getting a little
Oh,
worried?
that hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
Tuck didn't. He didn't say that one like it felt good. That hurt a
yeah.
little bit.
Dog.
That
That did
stung a
not.
little bit.
Yeah, I had Will McDonald going to the Cowboys. Well, that didn't happen. Mm-mm. That did not happen.
Will McDonald.
Will, I had him going to the Cowboys at 26.
Yeah,
Way off. Hey, like I said, I don't know not one team.
That what?
I'm saying I don't own one team. I'm looking at film. I'm learning from the dudes breaking film down. I don't own one team, and apparently neither did they. Because we done thought Will was we thought Will was at the bottom. Will is up at the in the midway point. Yep. Ooh, little man hype up there though. I see him. Who is that?
I'm not
He,
sure.
yeah, he hype. Little Jets guy. Oh, that's Make a Wish dude. That's right.
Oh, is he?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
that's Kyle Stickle. Yep. I know that's right, baby.
He pumped up.
He should be. That's right. I love it. That's right. Get up, baby. Get up. 15 pick. Who we got? Who we got, Mark?
Oh man, let me see.
You didn't call nothing for the Jets. Hold up.
No, where it's Will McDonald.
Will McDonald. Yeah.
They already,
Oh,
yeah,
they
yeah,
already
Will,
told
yeah.
us?
Yeah,
Right.
Tuck's
Yeah.
cheating. He went on Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter. I'm in the building, man.
He's in the
I
building.
got a Jets
Yeah.
guy right here. He told me. He told me.
You were plugged
Yeah,
in. Okay.
Look here,
you're plugged
Tuck.
in. You're plugged in.
Look here,
Yeah,
Tuck.
yeah.
I know you hearing on the microphone, but I'm gonna need you to have some honesty. We this is a game of integrity here.
No,
Is that not right, Mark?
you heard my pick. I said Nolan Smith to Christian Gonzalez. So
Yeah.
I'm not changing.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
ain't
Okay,
cheating.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. I don't
Yeah.
want none of that cheating and stuff. I like you to take your whipping just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't need all that making me
Yeah.
feel guilty about beating on you. Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
Will
why my
McDonough, dude, that dude is no joke. That edge, baby. He quick too. You seen that little dip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, they
Straight
hype.
off
Oh,
the
they
head.
hype. Oh, the just hype up in that room. They up in there high fiving. Look like somebody finna break down and do some break dancing. Man, it got hype. Except ain't nobody in there look like they from hip hop. Yep. We don't need to see any of that. Did they just show this dude jump over a car?
So when is a receiver coming off the board?
I
I
know.
know.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
Well,
wow.
I mean,
Well, let's keep it
Well,
all the way real.
we done gave all our receivers to the Chiefs. Maybe we'll be getting one. What's our pick?
yeah, I
Well,
mean,
I had I had the receivers clearly higher than they did. I had the receivers at 11 and 12, and that didn't happen. Uh, no, what was it? No, I had 11, potential 11 and 12. So,
Hmm.
ooh,
Will Levis might want
um,
to
I
hit
have
you back
a,
to the hotel.
I have a,
Shit, the
I have
Commanders
one
ought to
where
pick him up.
Yeah.
I have one where I got a receiver as a backup Jackson Smith at number 19 from the original lineup. So let me go back here and find out the original Tampa Bay. I had him going number 19,
Yeah.
Jackson Smith. Oh, there go the picks in for the red
So
for
the
excuse me, the
Commanders.
Commanders. The
Commanders.
Commanders. I apologize, people. The Commanders.
Commanders.
I'm gonna
And who do
say.
we
Mm,
Hendon Hooker or
I'm gonna
Emmanuel
say.
Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes, Hendon Hooker. That's who I got.
I'm
I got
gonna say
Emmanuel Forbes.
Joey Porter Jr.
I'm gonna go with Christian Gonzalez. I feel like I'm going with Christian Gonzalez.
Dude, Christian Gonzalez is so I thought he was gonna be number. I'm for horrible. I thought
Mm,
he was gonna be number
Yeah, I'm
7.
surprised he's still sitting around.
He's my highest. He's my high. Like he's the my best player
So
available. But
last minute, y'all don't
uh,
think no chance they'll get
because
a quarterback.
I think that's what I'm saying. Hendon Hooker
mm,
No, I
and
don't see
Hendon
it.
Hooker or Will Levis, because Will Levis would have fallen down. Now they might get Will Levis. This might be where Will Levis come on the board because he done fallen. He fell so far. I had Hendon Hooker
That's what I said. They're
or
showing him. I
or
said Will
Emmanuel
Levis. I don't
Forbes.
know.
I had Hendon Hooker or Emmanuel Forbes, but that's because Will was already off my
They
board.
showing
So
both quarterbacks.
yeah, well we about to see. But
That'll be interesting.
Emmanuel Forbes was my actual first pick, and then my backup was the quarterback. So
Yeah, you've been hearing about Forbes moving up in the draft, but yeah, it's
yeah,
going to be interesting.
I had Emmanuel Forbes first, but since you got a quarterback on the board, how do you pass up on two quarterbacks
Hmm.
that's still out there? That's gonna change the game. Everybody falling down, but
Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot here. Yeah.
so do you think that? So let me ask you a question, Mark and
Yeah.
Jordan. Do you think that you go Will or do you go Hooker?
I
If you
mean,
had to choose,
For
if I have to go
for
quarterback, I'm going with
just
Hendon
in
Hooker.
general.
Yeah.
if you're going quarterback, do you go Hooker or Levis? Who do you
I'll
think's
go
the
Hendon
best?
Hooker.
Y'all
I'll
think
go
he's
Hendon Hooker.
healthy?
Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, I think he's ready to play right now.
You think okay?
Okay,
Will Levis, he's a real project. I'm not sure. Like it's real boom or bust with him. I feel like with Hendon Hooker, you know what you're getting.
okay. And
I don't
what
think his
about you?
ceiling is
What
that
about you,
high,
Chuck?
but he's a good
Yeah, I'm
quarterback.
going with Hendon Hooker if I'm got to go quarterback.
If you have to go quarterback, you're going Hooker, right?
Yeah, I'm going with Hooker.
Okay, so I had Hooker as my quarterback, but like I said, I had Levis Will going.
You had him going to the Colts.
No. I had Anderson going to the Colts. I had Will going
Okay.
to I got Will on my. Let me look. I had no. I had Anthony Anderson. Remember?
Mm.
I had Will going. Where the hell is he on my list? I gotta find the damn paper. I pulled out my little drafts. Think he is. I think I moved his ass. Moved him down. Excuse me. I think I moved him down. Ooh, Lord, I don't even see more paper. Hold up. That's baby. Oh man. Let me look here. My final. Did I put him? Because I scratched him out at number 7. And I had Christian Gonzalez. I scratched him out at 4 and put Anthony
Forbes the
Richardson.
Commanders.
So he's got to be Commanders. It can be the only way. But I had Hooker as my Commander quarterback, and with the what you got Eric Bieniemy and Rivera. Who you think he
Mm.
who do you think he fits with? Do you think it's a Will Levis or do you think it's a hooker?
Emmanuel Forbes. There he goes.
Well, I
Mm.
picked Emmanuel Forbes, so there it is. He's number
Wow.
one.
Okay.
Quarterback was the backup, so it don't even matter. But that's crazy because that means that they believe Sam can get them over the top, or they're looking at the quarterbacks falling and they're thinking we can move back up, and we got now two quarterbacks to choose from. You still got Levis and you still got Hooker that you can move back up, like how the Ravens did and got Lamar at the end of
Yeah.
the first round.
Yeah. I truly believe they're going to give Sam Howell a chance to see what they got there.
Mm.
Believe
I
it or
really
not, when
do.
I see the Commanders fans, they seem to think that he could be the guy. So
Yeah, they're pretty
it's
optimistic
actually
about him.
not surprising to me that happened because they do seem to think that. I'm not a Commanders fan, obviously. To me, you know what I'm saying. Uh, that's a no. That's a no. But for the fans, I can honestly say he has support from his fan base.
Mm.
So
Oh
And you
yeah,
don't think
absolutely.
Heineke does?
Gonzalez probably going to go to the Patriots.
Taylor Heineke, when he was playing against Carson Wentz, he did,
Okay.
but Heineke
But
is
that
gone.
you think that ship has sailed?
Heineke is not with the Commanders anymore. Yeah, that ship sailed.
Oh shit. That's right. Where is he?
He went. Heineke is gone. Hold up, I'll tell you where he is. He is with the Let's see where Taylor is. Taylor is with the Falcons,
That's
Atlanta.
right. He went to Atlanta. That's right.
Yep,
When he
he's
went
with
home.
Atlanta.
That's right. He went home. My bad.
Okay, here go the Patriots finally selecting. Who you got?
Christian
Who you got?
Gonzalez.
He got. He's my highest down. I mean, he's my best
It
player
makes
available.
sense. It makes sense. We're going to
He's
go
my
Christian
best
Gonzalez.
player available.
Yep,
Yep,
There he
it's
goes.
official.
Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, he's my best player available. So yeah,
So you have Nolan Smith sliding a little bit,
Nolan Smith. So
and still
interesting and
no wide receivers as of yet.
And no wide
interesting
No
and
receivers.
receipt.
I want to see who's the first one's gonna be
Let
off
but
the
him let
board.
him
but
keep
Yeah.
dropping.
interesting enough, I didn't have on all of my mocks. Nolan was always the alternate. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? I always went with the other guy first. The actual first slot where I actually have Nolan was the fifth. That was pick 15 with original pick 15. So
Where how many
that would
wide
have been
receivers went in the first round last year? Does anybody remember?
from
Um,
last
Three
year's
or
Garrett.
four.
draft.
It was Garrett Wilson, Olave.
Oh, it was so many.
Um,
Oh Lord, they had such a beautiful class. You want to know
Yeah,
who
first
went?
round. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hold on one second here. I got it right here. So wide
Gonzalez. That
receivers,
was
it was
quick for
Drake London.
Gonzalez.
oh
Drake
yeah, Drake
London went
London.
8.
Yeah.
Drake London went 8 to Atlanta. Garrett Wilson went 21st to I mean, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not lying. I'm messing up. He went 8. Garrett Wilson went 10th to the Jets. Chris Olave went 11th to New Orleans. Williams, who just got suspended for 6 games, went 12th to Detroit.
Yeah.
Um,
And he was
Dotson
out of
went.
Alabama. That's the guy that was hurt because he sat all
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Dotson. Oh, he got hurt in the he got hurt in the thing championship
The
game.
playoffs
The
and
national
in the
Yeah,
NCAA
championship game.
playoff games.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dotson went to Washington at pick 16, and Burks went to Tennessee at 18. Christian Watson, Green Bay at 34, and
Christian
then
Watson.
kind of every.
Yep. Was another good one.
Pickens was 52 at with the Steelers, and pretty much everybody else. Sky Moore 54. I mean, but nobody else really like did anything
So
crazy there.
Gonzalez went like you said. Who called Gonzalez for this next one? I mean for Detroit.
Um, we we
Gonzalez went to
we,
the
we all
Patriots.
did. We called because
I
he
mean
was our
for
best
the
player. He was
Patriots.
the
Everybody
best
did
player available.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was the best
Okay.
player available on our boards. Because, like I said, I had Christian Gonzalez going as high as number 7. And I had him number 7 on every mock I had. So he fell from 7 to he fell 10 spots in my for me. So But like I said, you talking about I didn't see jumping up that high. Who was the guy that who was our first guy that like shocked everybody? That was like crazy.
Devin
That
Witherspoon. Then you
was
had Jamari Gibbs.
yeah,
You had a
yeah.
few.
Yeah,
Witherspoon was the
it was
first one.
Paris Johnson, right? Paris Johnson was the first one.
No,
Like
Witherspoon. I thought it was Witherspoon that threw everybody off.
Paris Johnson was number 6.
I think
He was
Witherspoon went 5, didn't he?
Yeah,
Jalen.
Witherspoon went
Oh yeah,
5.
yeah. My bad. Yeah, Witherspoon went
Yeah,
number 5.
Wither-
You're right. You're
and
absolutely correct.
Will Anderson was 4.
Yeah, yeah. He was
I mean
the first
3.
one.
Will Anderson was 3.
Golly, yeah. Well, everybody knew Will Anderson was gonna be either 2 or 3. I mean that. But I had Stroud. We had Stroud, C.J. Stroud, which I'm glad they actually didn't overthink this.
Mhm.
Because they could have easily. I'm like, dude, it's Houston. You need a quarterback. You have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut the crap. Don't overthink the obvious. C.J. Stroud is a blessing.
Just the FYI, Celtics up 98-96, 113 left in the third.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
very much.
Wow, Atlanta's hanging with them. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Janet Jackson's in the dressing room.
Oh,
Yeah, but you know what? If Janet wanted to be out there, she could have been in control.
They would have been playing at a high school if she said.
What? I've been to like 4 Janet Jackson.
What did they do? So what they do? Move the concert till tomorrow or what?
She probably being the professional she is, being that long in the game, she was like, "Hey, I can move my concert. Everybody's still coming. They still coming. Basketball is a little bit different. You got that one little ticket. Everybody be like, "Hey, we gonna show up." Janet can always reschedule a date, come back another time.
Well, yeah, the basketball thing is messing up. It impacts the entire NBA's playoff schedule. So you're not changing that game, and it's their stadium.
Janet can easily say, "I'm gonna add another day and make some more millions for that one day, just because y'all couldn't have me." But yeah, I told you.
I just said whoever the scheduler is for that arena.
Oh, they don't have a job.
Whoever the scheduler was, I should say whoever the scheduler was.
They don't have a job. Stop.
Can't have a job after that. You don't schedule nothing that close.
No.
So since we're at 18 now, no receivers taken. This is a sweet spot to trade up and get JSN, right?
Yeah, it would be for the Chiefs or the Cowboys.
Because it's funny
paging Brett Veach right now.
On my, it's crazy because on my mocks, this is where I took Lucas Van Ness, and my backup was Kalijah. I don't know how to say Kenzie, whatever. He was my backup to that. So I have no one else in this spot because it was either Luke Van Ness, but Luke Van Ness been gone, which you call Mark. You called that one right? Yeah.
Yep.
You so I don't even have anybody for that pick. My backup, all I got is Kalijah, or however you say his name. I don't know. But he's my guy for 18, and I want to make sure that there is no. This is the original 18, not somebody skipped and did that. So yeah, I don't have anything. Luke Van Ness was my original, and he been gone. I really missed the mark on that.
Maybe Nolan Smith here.
Dude, Nolan Smith is I'm trying to think who's best on my board. I got. Nolan Smith is the number 1 on my board. And then next will be Zay Flowers. So best available for me is Nolan and then Zay Flowers. Yep.
I can see Tampa right there. Detroit is not getting it.
Yep, Nolan and then Zay Flowers. And then JSN. Because I put 2 back to back, and nobody cares about these receivers. What happened? Why I felt they were so special. I feel like they have undervalued these guys. I feel like Jalen.
No, they just don't have the need for
Jackson,
them right now.
Smith and Zay Flowers do not deserve this.
Well,
hey, let one of them come to Kansas City.
Teams. They don't take nothing away from them. They're just not a priority for teams.
Let's pair one of those guys with Patrick Mahomes. I want to see that.
Oh, Zay Flowers.
Any of those receivers, JSN.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take a D Hop. Real true story.
I mean, that's what I really want.
That's okay. Let's throw it out there for real. I'm still trying to understand that whole logic. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's older." I'm like, but he's still catching balls, right? Like he came back from 6 games, and he was catching everything. It just
Yeah.
so happened that his quarterback was not seeing over the defense,
Oh, you
his
believe
line.
that now, Tanisha?
Linda, you have convinced me, and I own it. Let me tell you, Linda was telling me. She said, "Do you not see him peeking?" And I was like, "No, Linda, he can see because he's a baseball player." And Linda was like, "He cannot see over that deep. He cannot see over his lineman. He cannot see." And then I
No, in a
saw D
baseball
Hop.
player, you're not throwing the ball like
Well, I mean,
with
he
any kind
has
of
the
arc.
arm.
Yeah, you
He
got the
had.
arm to do
He's
all of
got
that,
the
but you
arm to.
gotta
He's
be
got the arm to
able to
make all
see.
the throws, but it's the height.
If you've got dudes standing in front of you 6'2", 6'3", and above with wingspan or their height
Jack
Jack
with their hands up,
Campbell.
yeah.
Jack Campbell.
Dude,
Ooh.
he is not on my page at all. I do not have a Jack Campbell. Do you have a Jack Campbell? I do not have a Jack Campbell. He did not make the cut.
Captain Jack Campbell.
No, I didn't. I'm shocked.
I that is what you call a surprise to me.
Yeah.
You're talking. This is the 18th pick, and Detroit, of all people, they can get. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Detroit got receivers, but I mean, this is the opportunity that you can snatch some. You can you can snatch somebody off the board here, and so they've seen some with
But
him
I mean,
too.
it makes sense for Detroit too because they had people scoring against them. They could put up some points, but they couldn't stop nobody.
Well, um, there it is.
She
There
popped
it
in
is.
like, "What's up?"
How you doing there? Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
one
I
made
didn't
me
see it
laugh.
coming, but it makes when you put it in perspective, it makes sense.
Oh, listen to me. One thing I do know is Tanisha's not on the recruiting staff. I'm an analyst. I have analyzed what I thought was supposed to go down. There's some professionals out there that know what's supposed to go down. I will never forget. Let me tell you what my silly self did. When Patrick was going to the draft, I came with my little documents, me being a little analyst.
Mm.
And I walked up and I was like, "Lee, I got him going between 12 and 20." Lee said, your information is a week old. He told me straight to my face. Here I am thinking I'm like, "Oh, I'm in intelligence." He was like, "It's a week old,
It's
sweetie."
a week old.
He's going 1 to 10. And what happened? He went 1 to 10. I said,
And he
"Leon,
clowned
I
you.
pop." I looked him dead in the face. I said, "I'm sorry, sir."
He clowned you.
Who
Yeah.
did the Bucks
You,
go
you,
and get?
you know us. You know the little IT geniuses. You know how we can get out of pocket sometimes because we think
Mm.
we're special. Oh no, it
The
was
Bucks,
absolute.
huh?
Oh, what did I just say? What did I say earlier? I said they had him on the Bucks, and I said they had. I saw some mocks with Bucks and saw some mocks with the
Who?
Patriots.
Who they get?
No, I'm saying I saw some mocks with Will Levis with the Tampa Bay, and I saw some mocks with Will Levis with the Patriots, which I thought was interesting because I could see some mocks with Atlanta. I could see some mocks with several teams,
He
but
nervous right now.
the ones that popped up were that I saw were exactly they showing you Baker
He
on
trying
a
to be,
1 year deal.
yeah, he trying to be real cool with it.
They go with Will Levis? I don't think they would. I mean, there's so much available. I don't think they would go with a quarterback here.
They gonna need to start training him up, unless they gonna try to get one from somewhere
But
else.
is he the one? I don't think Will Levis would be the
Yeah,
one
I
they
mean,
want to
is he the
trade up.
one? That's
Yeah,
a whole different question.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, because they traded up.
Buccaneers selection.
Mm, we about to see. Let me see. What I got 19. JSN.
Probably gonna go Kalijah Kancey, maybe defensive tackle.
JSN. Who I got? Collagen cancel. There it is. Yep. So I am.
Good call, Tuck.
Who'd they
Yep.
get?
Yep.
Who'd they get?
Collagen cancel.
Ah, damn, damn, damn,
Yep.
damn.
Cause I looked on
Well, I
here.
mean,
Ooh, Will
Wait a
Levis
minute,
might
wait a
want to
minute,
head
hold up.
home.
Let me just
Tuck,
make
you
sure.
like? Are you sure, Tanisha?
No, hold on, let me make sure that Tampa Bay, what pick of Tampa Bay was supposed to be, so I make sure I got the right. You know, they done messed myself up with the trades and stuff. Hold on. I just want to make
Oh,
sure
Mama
that
done fell out.
the mama did the mama fall out?
Hmm.
Look like she almost did.
Hold up. Let me see. Let me get this right. Cause I want to make sure I got the right the number here. Cause unfortunately, all positions update. Let's update this little
Oh,
paper.
okay, he coming out of pit.
That would be
That's a big
number
boy.
eight,
6'1", 281.
number 18.
Yeah,
No, no, number
no,
19.
19.
Number
Ian
19.
Rappaport is trolling. He said, "Is this the next Aaron Donald?"
That's where he's kind of built off of. I think that's the
Yeah, he's a
attractive
big
when it comes.
boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just funny though. Like, there's no next to Aaron Donald.
you're right,
No,
right.
you're right.
Exactly. He trolling like shit. He trolling. So I had him at number 18, and he went number 19.
Yeah, he's like six. What is he? 6'1", 285.
I had him number 18 behind, which would have been Luke Van Ness, who I thought.
I didn't realize
Uh,
Aaron Donald was that big.
and then
285.
and then I had him at the 20th pick with Seattle. So I had him at 18 as a spare and the 20th pick at Seattle. So I missed up and bottom. I went up one and down one, and I missed him all the way around. Good call, Mark.
Oh,
Yep,
thank you.
yeah, good call, Mark. Yep, that doggone Luke Van Ness, and I can't believe these receivers done fell off like this.
Yeah.
Good.
I can't remember a draft where
I
it's
have
this late for a wide
right. When is
receiver,
the last time you
Yeah.
remember a draft when they said we don't need receivers?
which means there's probably going to be a run on them here shortly, here in a
Yep.
second.
Which is
Yep.
interesting because that
There's,
means that the grade on them the all the scouts graded them pretty much equally.
yeah,
They found them to be bottom ones. You know,
Or needs. It's needs of a team too.
true
Don't
that.
listen to them. Yeah, because the
True
scouts
that.
they break it down by here's your one through whatever, not based on the needs of a team. This is when they start talking about the needs of a team, and they're still talking about best available, but best available for who? So if you're listening to the analysts or whatever, then they say, oh, what so and so needs this because they've been watching them or whatever, which makes sense. But yeah, best available at that position. But these come on, when was the last time they got it right?
No, I mean
and
I was
that's
on the
and
run
that's
for the
their
first.
job. Like
I
that's
was
their
on.
job.
Yeah, I was on the run for the first four, and then it went all downhill from
yeah,
there.
that's how it normally goes.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes for one team. I think after the trades kind of happened, then you had the
Yeah,
Jamari Gibbs
it's a
situation. You
wrap.
got yeah,
Yeah, it's a wrap. Cause we don't need. I think from after the first four, I think we done maybe picked three out the whole group. So maybe five right picks out of 20 now because it just we've been one down. Like you know what I mean? Like I said, Tyree, Bijan. Did we get Bijan right? We got Bijan right. We got a couple right, but
But we had to,
Yeah,
didn't we shift him? Was he right or we shifted him after
Because
some other people?
we went best available because we started going through our stuff and saying, well, so and so didn't wasn't taken when we thought it was. A best available is this, and then we were right. We were right on Well, we're right on Nolan Smith and Bijan, and then he was just right on the other gentleman just went just then, which was and I got him one off because I got him coming up now.
yeah. You had like three
He
or four that was one off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got him one off, and his backup is actually Anthony Richardson. So that's probably going to be where Will would be. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because you know what I'm saying. So I don't. So I'm gonna place him with Will, and then because uh he's gone, I guess I'm going with
Mhm.
20. So who's Seattle? Do you think this might be where Will come off the board because you let him sit behind Gino
Mhm.
for a year, and then
it
is
makes
this
What they
the next
sense.
signed
year?
Gino? They signed Gino
See,
for what? A year or
I don't.
3 years?
They probably can play around with them numbers. I really don't know, but
Yeah, no, I think you think Gino won and out. You think somebody will be? I
no,
don't know.
I think because I don't think that Will Levis is a one red shirt. I think he got to sit 2 years because he throws with a lot of heat, but I don't see a lot of touch. He got a tight ball that it'll get up on you quick, but dropping it in the basket and stuff, I think he gonna, and especially when you're on the run and you know what I mean. If it depending upon what team he comes on, but I do like the velocity he has on the ball. I just don't see the touch that I would like to see on the ball. I was watching this film. I was watching this film yesterday. But he got some good velocity on the ball. But I think he needs to sit maybe a year or two, and then he can
Yeah.
probably play.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm trying to be fair, you know. Seattle. And so like I said, Gino just signed, if he's just signed a 2-year deal, probably two, it's a three total, but two they can get out at the last year. This might be
Nope.
perfect for him.
Thank you.
But I would, if I was Will, I'd want to go to Tampa Bay and try to battle
Oh,
that
sorry,
out
y'all.
with Baker.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that
Dude,
scenario.
dude, I would,
There's no pressure there either.
if I was Will, I would have my agent call in Tampa Bay like I want to play for y'all bad.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna take my chance with Baker. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, but Baker is more accurate than Will. I can tell you that right now. But like I said, and you're not gonna out cool Baker. Baker a cool cat. You're not finna out cool him. But you still got a better chance than trying to
Linda's not
run
trying
up
to
on
hear
him.
that.
Right.
You're not
Right.
gonna
You
out
be
cool
cool.
Baker. Baker done
You
went
be
over there
cool
and
as
made
well. You
Sam
better make
Darnold.
shit happen. He been
Baker
cool.
done went up. Baker done went to Carolina, made Sam Darnold look like he was an introvert. Went
All
out
right,
there
that
and
pick
just
is
took the
in.
And he
job.
out. And he out.
And then he went over the Rams and had old boy running around like he was on at a fair. Baker just got something about him that made people think they something they not. Then don't let him start dancing on you. What?
Oh Lord.
Got a little rhythm too.
You done
You a
fell
cool
for it.
cat. You just not good at getting away from the
He
officers.
done
But I like
he
Baker.
done he done reeled you in.
You know, I think they. I will say this. I don't feel like he got treated right in Cleveland. I don't feel that they did. I feel like that man went out there. He played hurt. And what do we talk about that, Linda? When you go out there, heck, what Marcus Mariota, all the rest of them. When you go out there hurt, you usually end up jobless the following year.
True. Definitely
Pick
true.
is in. What we
Hmm.
got, guys? What we got? Mark.
Ooh, I don't even know anymore. The way these teams is picking.
Me either.
I'm not going to cheat, but I saw the tweet, so I already know who it is.
Ah,
Hold on one
Oh
second.
wow.
Yeah.
Who did I say though? Who did I say earlier? I said we on my we just so Zay Flowers and Jackson
yeah, wide receiver, but
those are
majority.
Zay is my first off the board. He's my best player available. The two dudes that I have right now or have already been gone. I have Jackson, but Zay is my first receiver off the board, so I'm gonna have to go with him.
Hmm.
Ooh, number 7. Oh, number
They ain't
thir-
telling. Mark, who saw it? Mark, you ain't telling.
He already
no,
saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. Do you want to know?
nah.
Okay.
Am I right? No, I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, you can tell me. Hell no. Yeah, go on, tell me. Go on, tell me.
They got JSN.
Ah,
Yeah.
that makes
Mm,
sense. Wide receiver.
okay.
So
First wide receiver.
So I
Yeah.
missed the mark on that. I thought Zay would go before for that. So
So they
I
got
had
DK
to.
DK Metcalf, Lockett, and JSN.
JSN. That's
Dude,
filthy.
that is absolutely beautiful. If Gino can't do nothing with that, something wrong.
And they got
And I,
old boy the running back Walker.
and
He's
and
nice too.
they still got old boy, don't they?
Yeah.
The other one that stay hurt. But he actually good when he
Hmm.
healthy. JSN, huh? Damn. Yep. Yep, I had Zay Flowers as a backup before I had JSL. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, JSN. You look smooth, buddy.
Yeah, he's smooth, very
Yeah,
smooth route running.
he look casket sharp right now.
Mhm.
Got a little chain going on with a little sparkle. I see you, baby. Parts on point, fade on point. I see you. Put a little hat on. Yes, sir. He look like a whole problem. And I wonder if my boy Russell looking around like, why y'all didn't do that for me? You you wonder if Russell just looking like y'all didn't go
Right,
out here and get
right. Y'all didn't do this for me.
y'all didn't do this for me. It feel personal. Like why y'all didn't do that for me? Why you didn't go out here and get some of these studs like this right? Why you didn't go out here and give me some of these cutie pies out here to throw the ball to, sitting up here looking tall,
They call him a cutie
strong,
pie,
built?
did you?
Yeah, I called him a cutie pie. I know Russell didn't, but I did. Yeah, he absolutely is. Absolutely, he's 6 feet, 196 pound, running four
Mm.
five. That'll work. If he got a good vertical, that'll work.
He had a good season. Yeah, a real good season.
Where is Zay? It's time for you to pop off the board, buddy.
Hmm.
Time for you to come up off here. I know Zay at home like, I don't.
Yeah, y'all.
Uh,
I mean, because also
t-
you got. I mean, because Zay Flowers is here. You also got Jordan Addison, who was an invite from
True that, but
USC. So yeah,
I got Jordan at I got Jordan at number 23. But to quote one of my favorite films, Minister Society, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Zay Flowers at he got a banana
yeah.
like, I
Oh
don't
yeah,
like
this guy
that.
got some good hands. I'm looking at
Yeah,
his
he
film,
like,
but
I
also,
don't like
I
that.
mean,
And I
C.J.
don't
Stroud
blame
was the
him.
one throwing him the ball too. So hey,
Yeah, I
keep
know
that
Zay
in
like,
mind.
wait till we get to this next spot. I'm about
Yeah,
to show y'all. I don't like that. I
that's an
believe in
old
you,
picture
Zay.
they were showing
I
too with
had
Chris
you first,
Olave.
buddy.
So Darren just sent me a message that he's waiting on a situation to spot. So he's going to end this broadcast, and he said that he's going to send you guys a new link once he gets to Arrowhead.
Okay.
So
Okay,
All
All
right.
right,
all right,
all
all
right,
right, all right,
all
Fair
right.
yeah,
enough.
all right,
Thanks for
All
everybody that's
yeah.
right.
watching.
all right. Peace,
All
everyone.
right, all right.
You won, Tanisha. You won, because
You know what?
I'm
I don't
done.
like to rub salt in the wound.
Go ahead, because I give up.
I don't do that. I
I
don't
give
like to
up.
rub salt in the wound. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna let you slide.
All right,
You
All
didn't
right,
know no better. I like to
yeah.
give a courtesy game.
All right,
All
all right.
all right.
Appreciate
All right,
y'all.
y'all take care, man.
right.
All
Bye
right.
bye, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good one.